All right. All right. Let me make sure this mic is connected well. You guys should be seeing me now. Mm. All right. Okay. All right. I can hear myself. Okay. Here we go. Damn. All right. Well, we just jumped from 7 to 90. All right. We had 100 already. Good Lord. All right. So we got people in the YouTube chat room. Hey, when you're coming in, click that like button. Let's get those likes up. We sitting at 10. Let's see if we could bring that up. Ooh, my neck crack kind of hot. Let's see if we could bring that up to 100. Let's see if we can get that up to 100. What's going on, chat room? What's going on? Let your fellow friends know, your family know I am currently live on YouTube. Had to update the information on the screen, so now you know that we're live on we had the app up on the Play Store as well. All right, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Game is set to kick off at most likely it'll probably end up starting at 8:30 most likely. So as always, just put that 1 in the chat room if you hear me clearly. Put the 2 if you got something mentally going wrong with your, or I should say with your ears. That wouldn't make any sense. You got something mentally going wrong with your ears. That sounds stupid. If something wrong with your ears, press 2. If your ears working and you hear me clearly, press 1. All right. Get Twitter world fired up so the people can see me on Twitter. All right. Can people hear me clearly? That's great. Magnificent. All right. Okay, all right. So we got some people in here with bad ears. Who wrote Gabe? What is the matter with Gabe? Put 7. Now Nick Hayes put 30. Oh, good Lord! Now we're getting numbers all over. What's the matter with y'all? Bryce Smith put 5 on it. Says here's to motivate the unchiseled Adonis. Keep it pushing, brother. Hey, somebody put 5 on it. Said to motivate your gargantuan self. He probably can't hear me. He's on the toilet releasing some demons. By demons, I mean flatulence. By flatulence, I mean fecal matter. But of course, we ain't talking about that right now. Comedic genius YT. Why would you put? Who put 15? What's the Why are we putting weird numbers in here? What do we Count Dracula would be ashamed. I said 1 or 2. Count Dracula had a very weird nose. Wasn't it like triangular? Did the people who drew Count Dracula, did they get caught in betwixt a math equation when they started making, Count Dracula? Well, get caught in betwixt. It had to be in between some. Were they in the middle of doing a math equation when they made Count Dracula? Because his nose is a right angle. Like, I feel like they were doing the Pythagorean theorem. But look up a photo of Count Dracula and tell me if I'm lying. You might let me see if I can find a pic of Count Dracula. Where's Count Dracula? I feel like get a pic of Count Dracula. Is it Count Dracula? Sesame Street? Yeah, Count. No, it's Count Von Count. That was his name. Count Von Count. I even remember. I feel like it was triangular. Let me see if I can find a photo of this man. Why they only got him looking forward? All the photos of this man is looking forward. Should I type? Oh, they're perfect. This is perfect. This is not. You know what? It's kind of obtuse. Let me download this photo over here. It's about to be hilarious. I'm telling you, his nose, there was no rise over run. I feel like he was scheming from the start. Get this image of Count Dracula on here, because I know. Bam. Tell me this man, look at the nose. Look at the nose. You kidding me? Look at that nose. You telling me there was no math equations going on when they made this guy? You telling me somebody ain't get caught in the middle of doing a math homework at 8 make Count Dracula. Come on now. Tex Ages Texan says, put $4.99 on it. Says, huge fan of your videos. I like trolling my Cowboys fans with your videos, and they get super pissed about it. Thank you, sir. Go Texans. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. But tell me Count Dracula nose don't look like the Pythagorean theorem. Tell me they ain't doing no a squared plus b squared equal 3c squared. Come on, man. His nose kind of look like mine. Let me turn sideways. His nose kind of look like, now that I think about it, because my nose looked like I had a broken nose, and then they put a nose on top of that nose. Count Dracula nose kind of sharp. You kidding me? You remember when we used to fold up paper? We used to fold up paper and then kick it like people would do. I don't know if the kids do it nowadays because, they all got technology. But when we were growing up, we didn't have no handheld consoles like that. This matter of fact, no, that's a lie because we had the Game Boy Color, Advance, SP, DS. Then again, I'm looking at my SP right now. But when we used to do that game, when you kick it with the paper, don't his nose look like that folded piece of paper? Come on, man. See, Damon Gibson said it. He said, hey, you're not going to lie. Your nose kind of look like it. I think I may have Count Von Count's nose. I'm making fun of him, and now I'm starting to feel insecure. I don't know if I should get emotional or not. Why my parents give me this Sesame Street nose? This is crazy. I'm out here with a Sesame Street nose. Should I start turning purple? But then again, if I turn purple, would that make me Captain Ginyu? Where's the rest of my Ginyu force? I need to assemble a Ginyu force because turns out I'm Count Von Count. I had no clue. His nose looked like a paper airplane. Why his eyebrows not on his body? Wait a minute. Why his left eyebrow? So why his left eyebrow jumping off his body? Wait a minute. We about to analyze this photo now. Let's analyze this photo now. Why his eyebrow not on his body, man? Hold on. Hold on now. Why Count Von Count's eyebrows ain't on his body? That don't make no sense. This kind of weird, man. And that left eye look like it's jumping off of the eye socket. It's not supposed to work like that. I know in anime your eye could pop out, but come on, man. What's going on here? And he got 2 teeth. Is he an adult? Is he from the country? Does this make him a redneck? He only got 2 teeth. What's his dental plan? What's Count Van Count's dental plan? Dante151 puts $19.99 on it. Says, love your commentary videos on NFL highlights. Would you ever do like a college football top 25 highlights? Keep it up. I appreciate you so much, Dante151. Now, as for top 25, I'm not sure. Because top 25, now, let's just say if they don't all play each other and they play like out-of-conference games, who's to say that let me get Count Von Count the hell up out of here. But how much commentary videos would I be doing? So we would have to we'd have to see. Perhaps because I know for a fact I'm definitely going to do the college football playoffs, the New Year's 6 and the national championship. But I think what I might do this time around is all of the bowl games. I think it starts around Christmas or right before Christmas. So I think what I'll do is all of the maybe every team in the top 10, I'll do a commentary video for them. And I know there's going to be people talking about, why don't you do the FCS championship? Why don't you do this championship? I don't know all of these teams. So I don't know. I'll have to work with you guys. I'll make a poll. Top 25 is a stretch. Top 10, perhaps. And maybe I can cover, moving forward, college football game of the week throughout the season. So we'll see. This year it's a stretch. Obviously, we're at the end of the year now. But next year, who knows? Is that Aki? Is that how it's pronounced? Aki? puts $4.99 on it. Says, Dak gets sacked. Somebody call the police. LMAO. Goddamn bum. Well, we might just be seeing that tonight, because I'll tell you right now, Khalil Mack gets to him. We singing live during the commentary. I'll tell you that much. As we're sitting at 7:58, we got 200 in the room already. 999, 99 likes already. Let's see if we can get those likes up to 150. I have no water today, like none whatsoever. I got nothing but juice and inside of my fridge. So I don't know if I should grab some juice, because Lord knows I do need the hydration. But who knows? Let's see if I ride it out for the first half. See how far we get with that, with dry mouth. Good Lord. Is my eyebrows in a genjutsu? Somebody said my eyebrows in a genjutsu. Whose eyebrows in a genjutsu? But yeah, I got the Super Mario thing on. Somebody said you should do the Army and Navy game. I always hear that's a very good game. It's always on CBS or NBC or something like that, right? Do they have like a partnership with it? Jordan Averill says WWE for $9.99. Indeed it is. We get the Twitter going. We should be going live on Hot Mic in about 20 minutes or so, or maybe 15. Let me see. Oh, shout out to David Faulkner. He said I'm number 1 on his top 5 favorite YouTubers. That's kind of awesome, man. Who knew it'll rank me in the top 5 of their favorite YouTubers? Who has me listed as their favorite YouTuber? That's interesting. Oh. Oh no, they done put Spice Adams doing the Dak in the beginning. I'm putting this in the commentary video. Tomorrow, commentary video, 5 p.m. I will have everybody gonna be dancing. Justin Timberlake, get ready to play your song once again. They should have never brought Spice Adams to the game. I'm about to have to put that in there. Everybody gonna be doing the Dak. The more people that do the Dak, the more of them gonna pop them in the video. It's only a matter of time before it become like a 10-minute segment at the end. It's going to be wild. People are going to hate it. Mark Ackerman, as always, tuning in, says Chicago 24, Dallas 21. Bears defense is better in the second half every season. Hit the music, return of the Mac. We will be seeing it. Eddie Pinero misses a kick wide. Oh, wow. He missed a kick wide to the left by like 20 yards. Yeah, I'd watch that. Who knows? You'll tune in. Broken brother. Oh, yes. He, oh, no, it's not available for the Broken Brother Ball. That's odd. Trying to download that Hot Mic app. That's weird. All right, but we got 207 in the building. 130 likes. I appreciate that. Jordan White is in the house. Hello, Jordan White. Always writing hey and nothing else. Jordan White, I've always wondered, do you write anything besides hey? Because now that I think about it, I've never seen anything besides hey. Really bizarre, isn't it? All right. But I do have a commentary video I was about to post. Somebody got knocked out. Somebody sent me a video that there was an MMA fight. I believe it was in Bellator. Somebody got kicked in the face and got knocked out. I had it for like 2 weeks. I actually have it open on my computer as we speak. So what I might do is post that within the next 10 minutes so you guys have like a minute video to watch right before the game. So perhaps I should go and do that right before the game starts, because we do have a little bit of time before pregame. So what I'll do, matter of fact, I don't know if I'll be able to do it. I should be able to, but I'll see. Broken Brother Ball asked, how many categories will there be for the 2019 Chiseled Adonis Awards? You know what? I think it might just be at 15. I think it might be at 15, but I'll take a poll from the people and see how many awards. I think the cutoff will be at 15, but you guys will decide, what additional awards there'll be. There'll be the routine, Dreadlock Powers, Dreadlock MVP, 10 Toes Down Champion, Baptism of the Year, Hold My Nuggets Moment of the Year, different sort of things. We'll break it down. Oh, wow, Jordan White can also say yo, so I guess you only speak in one syllables. All right, cool. Proud Patriot USA puts 5 on it. So what do you think we will see more of tonight? Butterfingers or hands? Well, you know what? I think I think we're gonna see more Butterfingers. I feel like the Cowboys' hands are just for decoration, and we already know the Chicago Bears' hands are just for decoration. Adrian Wanjiku says yo as well. But before I go and do the shout outs, let me just post this video for you. I'll be back in 9 minutes, but I shouldn't say 9 minutes. Let's say 7 minutes or so, just so I could go and cut this thing up. I'll be right back, and then we'll go live, on the hot mic and everywhere else like that. So yeah, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tune in to Hold My Nugget Studios, because we're going live for the Bears, or I should say the Cowboys, taking on the Bears live on Thursday Night Football. I will be back shortly. Grab yourself something to eat, get something to drink, because we rolling out all doggone night until about I'd have to say, what time does this game usually end? Like 11:30 around that time. Who knows? I expect these guys to actually try to run the football, so the game might mess around and end at 11. But who knows? We will see. I'll be right back. All right. Okay, sorry about that. It actually took way longer than anticipated. I forgot that it's not on YouTube. I got to upload too. But we are back. Man, I appreciate you guys for rocking with me. We're also live on Hot Mic. If you did not tune in before, feel free to tune in. It's always a great experience. We've got all three chat rooms, or I should say the two chat rooms and Twitter world fired up. We've got a good number of people in the building here on YouTube. So I'm expecting an exciting evening with all you guys hanging with me. 162 in the building, 149 likes. I appreciate you guys keeping the ratio close. Brian tuning in on Hot Mic. I appreciate you, Brian, watching football and listening to the best commentator. I appreciate you. Yordi, what is going on? All right, just before halftime, let's take some time to do predictions. As we already saw earlier on Twitter, we saw 24-21 in favor of the Bears. Let's see what you guys think. We got Joe Buck and Troy Aikman on commentary, but listen, you don't got to listen to them. Who you can listen to is your favorite commentator here in Hold My Nugget Studios. So if you have not already, download the Hot Mic app. It is on the App Store and also now popping up on your Play Store, but it's not yet ready yet, but you can pre-register. I have all the links here in the description. You can just simply, click on those links, use the promo code Adonis, pre-register if you got it on an Android, but if not, and you got that iPhone, download it on the iPhone. It's absolutely free. Promo code Adonis. Enjoy watching me in real time. If you're watching on YouTube, it's delayed by about 45 seconds to a minute, so you're not getting things, as they're happening. You're catching them a little bit on the playback. If you want to watch it in real time, you're going to want to see it on the Hot Mic app, where we also got our beautiful chat room over here as well. I'm seeing some predictions coming in. Shavang Patel says 31-17 in favor of Da Bears. Terrence says your stream is 16 seconds behind. I tried syncing it up. That's interesting. Perhaps it's just a little bit of a playback here, but I should be with the television as I'm seeing the stuff happen. But in contrast to, what it was a few weeks ago, where it was just ridiculously slow. But that was entirely on me. Josh, how do you pronounce your name? Josh Aposha says, hey, Rosindo says, hype for this one. Says he's also got the Bears 21-16. Got the Bears 21, the boys 16. Dane says, go Steelers. I also say go Steelers. All right, Brian Shaw says, sync it on Amazon Prime. Is going to be a little bit behind. I'm watching it on NFL Network, also on Fox, but I see the NFL Network stream is about 5 seconds ahead. Yang Vang says 20-20 tie. James says 20-20, 30-21 in favor of the Cowboys. Brandon Black says the Bears 20-21-20. Zay says 28-23 in favor of the Cowboys. No, in favor of, I actually don't know. I don't think he actually wrote a team. He just put the score there. Philip Tapp, who's tuning into the stream for the first time, says 38-20 in favor of the Bears. Gene Rodriguez says 21-14, Bears win. And Eddie Pinero's lining up to make that kick, so we know we got to do our entrance. And ladies and gentlemen, we are live in Hold My Nugget Studios, also on the Hot Mic app for your 2019 NFL Week 14 Thursday Night Football game highlight commentary live from the Windy City as the Chicago Bears host the boys from Dallas in a magnificent, playoff implication NFC battle. 2 6-6 teams jockeying to see who can make it to the wild card. Well, in the case of the Cowboys, they're not going to be able to make it as a traveling wild card team. They have a chance to, hold on to that division lead that they have over the Philadelphia Eagles, who are playing absolutely abysmal in that terrible NFC East. And the Bears trying to keep pace and make it back to the postseason. Opening play, hand off to Zeke. He'd pick up about 4 yards, setting up 2nd and 6. We've seen the Cowboys lose now what I believe to be 3 consecutive games, 6 of their past 9, absolutely struggling across the board. Cannot seem to be getting the job done offensively. Defensively, they're ticky-tacky. 1 week they can play well. The next week they're extremely, the opposite of what they were. I'm seeing a ton of different. I'm seeing on Hot Mic we're leaning more towards the Bears, but on YouTube I'm seeing more Cowboys now. Second play of the game from scrimmage. Another handoff to Zeke, pickup of what should be 3, setting up 3rd and short. Oh, matter of fact, it might just be 4. All right, but regardless, if it's 3rd and short sort of situation, 3rd and 3, 14 minutes left to play in the first quarter. The Cowboys, in my opinion, are one of the better teams in short yardage situation from 3rd down. Now, granted, I don't know what their percentage is thus far this season, but they are very capable. 3rd and 3, you have Dak in empty formation. Let's see what he does here. Takes the snap. There should be a pass over the middle to Randall Cobb. Indeed, that's where the ball goes. It's caught. He picks up a Cowboys first down. He's down at the 40. 3 plays, 15-yard progression, and they're moving those chains. And shout out to everybody who tuned into the stream. Let me just go down the line. Once again, Dylan, what's going on? Brian, Zay, Sonic Dew, Joseph. We've got 76 visitors thus far on Hot Mic, 56 who's watching live with me. Shout out to everybody in the YouTube chat room. I'll get to you guys right after this play. On 1st and 10 from the 40, Dak takes the snap. He's got some time. He's got to get rid of the football. He throws it towards his right, but Michael Gallup's got hands that are just for decoration. Incomplete. Is going to be 2nd and 10 on YouTube. Shout out to Packers fans from Vegas. All right, Trigger D-Don, shout out to you. DeAndre Kidd, Soar, shout out to you. Red RH, personal editor, shout out to you. Josh Rodriguez, David Box, Yang Vang, Raccoon King, Desmond Edmond as always, Breeze. All right, Jonathan Irving, 2nd and 10. I'll get to you guys in a little bit. I'm going to still go down the list. We're going to get to everybody. 2nd and 10 from the 40. 13:07 left to play in the first quarter. Hand off to Zeke. He's got a couple of holes. He picks up what should be 9. Setting up 3rd and 1 from the 49-yard line. Brandon Black, what's going on? Creepy Killer. All right, Nick Hayes, Shadow Cage, Breeze, Jonathan Irving, Danica Shuck, who always tunes in, Shadow Boxer, Dom2236, Gavin W, Declan Reed, Matthew Kennedy. All right, Candace Leach, as always, Jesse Vargas, Don Goron. There's another name I just passed. There was Declan Reed. We'll get to it. But a first down pickup from Zeke, moving the chains. Again, a first down for the Cowboys. They're moving, it's slowly but methodically down the field. Aaron Sherwood puts 199 on it. Says if Dak doesn't do better than David Blow, cut him. Well, that's hilarious. We'll see. On Hot Mic, shout out to Zay, Jarius, Jordan, Packer Nation 12, Chris Box 03, Andrew, CC2K. Shout out to you guys. I appreciate you. Jordan says he got the cold ones like Stone Cold. I wish I had a cold one. Dak with the pass over the middle. I believe that's caught by Blake Jarwin to move the chains and keep this now entering, the Bears territory. One has got to wonder if the Bears defense is just squandering, yardage on this opening drive, and if they'll double down after making some adjustments. If you remember last week, Dallas went down the field and scored on their opening possession, but there was a little bit of a problem. They ain't score until their final possession. So they scored their first time touching the ball, their last time touching the ball, and nothing in between. So if they're able to get down the field on this 7-play, 38-yard, near 4-minute drive, can they keep this train rolling throughout the entire game as Zeke picks up 4 yards, setting up a 2nd and 6 situation. Dak against, or I should say the Dallas Cowboys against teams that are 500 or worse, they are 6-1, averaging 32 points per game with a 5+ turnover differential. But when they play against teams that are under 500, they've only averaged 16.4. They're negative in the turnover differential, and more importantly, they are 0-5. What does that mean? When you play against a team that's actually doing well for themselves, they struggle. Now they're playing against a Chicago team that's 500. You saw they're 6-1, but primarily they're not beating teams that are anywhere near 500. They're beating against struggle teams out there, and more importantly, they're part of that abysmal NFC East that's only won 10 games outside of their division thus far this season. So are the Cowboys legit, or are they just a beneficiary of playing against garbage teams and picking up those doo-doo wins? We'll find out, not on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z, but we're watching as we go with a 1st and 10 from the 25. Shout out to Dominique Luther in the chat room. I appreciate you saying, I'm hearing rumors Brady leaving the Patriots. What if he goes to the Chargers? I feel bad for old man Rivers. He's been losing to Brady for years. Then he'll lose the Chargers to him, man. That'd be crazy. It would be crazy, but I do not see that happening. I think Brady will either, if he does leave, I'd highly doubt he'd end up going to Los Angeles. I think there'd be a much desperate franchise that'd pick up Tom Brady. I do envision a situation in which Brady does leave the Patriots. I think they'll probably want to part ways with him at one point, whether that's the end of this year or the end of next year. But Belichick will stay around for one more year, show that he can win without Brady once again, and then finally go and retire just to say, hey, this is more me than him. I feel like they're both extremely petty. With a 2nd and 11 sort of situation, we'll expand on that in a little bit. All right, and shout out to everybody who's tuned into the stream. Pass over the middle from Dak. It's incomplete as it be broken up by Kyle Fuller again to Michael Gallup, who's failed to get a ball secured into his hands. Jeffrey Griffith, I appreciate you, says, loving your streams, Chiseled. Keep it up. Thank you very much. All right. Dylan says, I reckon you should get an Undisputed Era shirt. You know, I have a tank top. I wore it to NXT TakeOver Brooklyn last year. It's actually upstairs. I was going to wear it for this particular stream. No, I don't know why I said that. That's a lie. It was that, and I have another tank top that's under here. You have another tank top that's under here, but I figured, you know what? I didn't want to go grab the UE one. But 3rd and 11, pass towards the right. He connects with Blake Jarwin once again as they would hook up to move the chains, this time inside the 15. All right, Dallas is slowly but surely putting together a lengthy drive, wearing down this Bears defense. In coverage was Raquan Smith, who's usually very good in coverage, but Blake Jarwin beat him straight off the line. Very good cut going outside in that discount sort of corner, given that it was about an 11-yard route. It wasn't necessarily a corner, more like one of those out routes that he cut out at 6, ran it very well to where he just got past the chains. That's very good route. Good offensive call by Kellen Moore and that Dallas offense, which now has over a 6-minute drive. All right, Chuck Pagano needs to get this defense going. Perhaps the pressure needs to get after Dak. I would like to see somebody on defense get a finger on him, because they have not thus far. Deron Johnson, and I have apple juice in this doggone cup, but Deron Johnson says, what's up, Adonis? Bears gonna win. You know what? On Hot Mic, you are part of the majority. Majority of people are saying that the Bears will win this game. Back to YouTube we go. Brandon Black says Brady is either retiring as a Pat or getting a career-ending injury as a Pat. Strongly doubt he's leaving. You know, initially I said I felt in my soul perhaps Brady might end up sustaining an injury in his old age, but you know what? Damn it, he's been able to take care of his body. All right, so I'm hoping that he does not get hurt, but I do see a situation in which this man might mess around and leave. I think he'll leave before he retires. He'll go somewhere and then have like a Brett Favre sort of ending, because I think Brady has an ego the same way that Belichick has an ego too, of, oh, wait a minute, I'm the sheriff in town. No, I'm the sheriff in town. Although Brady has always been the organizational team player, I think with the situation dealing with Garoppolo, when Belichick wanted to keep Garoppolo and then possibly, look towards shipping away Brady, that built some sort of dissension between the two. They're able to coexist right now, but I feel as if worse comes to worse and Belichick gets another opportunity to say, yo, I think I want to get rid of Brady, I think Kraft might, acquiesce to Belichick's, mindset, given that this year and even last year, Brady didn't look his best. All right. We can come to a consensus in that Super Bowl game. Everybody loves to talk about, well, the Broncos defense carried Peyton Manning, which is correct. But can we say the same about what happened in that Patriots Super Bowl that just passed? Let's call a spade a spade. Brady really ain't do nothing. It was only Edelman on offense, but somebody had to throw him the ball. Listen, Edelman was getting open. It ain't hard to just throw a football to an open man. Philip Carroll puts $2 on it. Says, always love the hustle and variety in the content. I appreciate you for tuning in, Philip. Means a lot. And shout out to the other Philip in the building. We've got 2 Philips in the building. Oh, look, the new Philip commented. Packer Nation 12 says, what happened to the monsters of the Midway? Defense playing soft as hell. You're correct. I don't know what the hell's going on. Hilarious. It comes from a Packers fan, too. I'm sure Bears fans probably, yo, he's salty. Why you always want to talk trash? It's the Packers and Bears rivalry in Hot Mike. First and 10 from the 11. Dak is going to keep it himself. He's going nowhere. Gain of nothing. I'm not sure what that play call was. I think perhaps that should have been an option where Dak would have pitched the ball towards his left to Zeke, but he elected himself and made an executive decision to hold on to that football. I'm not really a big fan of that play call. I don't think Dallas should be running the option, although they should be able to execute it. But that's not really a good run play against this Bears defense that has extremely quick lateral quickness. All right, in the passing game, thus far we haven't seen it, but in the run game, they flow very well, at least going sideline to sideline. 2nd and 9, handoff to Zeke. He cannot get away from the condensing linebacker. Is that Kawask? It's something with a K. I just know he taking care of business, and for some apparent reason, he got some sort of purple, a visor. Whatever the case may be, look at the pressure that he puts right here. He goes unblocked at that, gets right into his gap assignment, steps right into that B gap, and takes care of business. Great job. This is a 14-play, 63-yard, 7-minute plus drive, okay? Dallas had better get a TD here. 3rd and 8. I would like to see them utilize that corner, but they got a trips bunch to the left. Pass over the middle. Slant is good to Michael Gallup. They're moving the chains. All right, they went to the weak side. I did not foresee they would go to the weak side with Michael Gallup. Seeing that they came out in that trips bunch towards the left, I did not know they would try Kyle Fuller. But then again, he was in coverage here, so that was a good read by Dak. I said in coverage. Obviously, he's in coverage. He was in a he wasn't playing man, but 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. They've got a split back sort of situation. They put Zeke in motion. I'd like to see them keep it. Oh, wow, they don't hand it to him. Dak keeps it himself. He tries to fight, but Kyle Fuller once again makes a very good tackle in the open field. You saw him make, well, not really the open field, but outside containing. You saw him make this same kind of tackle, but it was more of a shoelace tackle last week when he was able to stop. Was it the running back for, was it Bar Scarborough? Running back for the Lions. I feel like it was I think it was Bo Scarborough. Whatever it was, he stopped somebody in the open field trying to run it into the end zone. Danica Shuck puts 2 on it. Got my second interview from Spectrum Health today. I hope everything goes well. But I'll tell you what is going well. Dallas right now, because they were able to find their way into the end zone. Zeke squirts his way through the tackles, gets in for a Dallas touchdown, and they take an early lead over the Chicago Bears. But look at the clock. This is the opening drive. 6 minutes, 3 seconds remain on the game clock for the first quarter. What does that mean? Dallas elapsed nearly 10 minutes, nearly 9 minutes actually, 8 minutes and 57 seconds, where they went down the field methodically, all right? And this was a lengthy drive. This was well over 10 plays. Eating up clock, taking advantage of the defense, and more importantly, they converted on, I think at this point, 4 third downs, perhaps 5. They connected to Jarwin twice. Zeke, I think, picked up 2. They might have converted on 5 third downs. Very good offensive drive. Chuck Pagano has got to get that defense to double down. But once again, like I mentioned a little bit earlier, remember what we saw from this Cowboys team last week. Not to say we should focus on what transpired in the past, but we got to use our point of reference. What we saw them do on Thanksgiving playing against the Buffalo Bills, they scored on their opening drive, and then they did nothing until their final drive. So will Dallas keep this train rolling offensively? You're seeing a good balance between pass and run. All right, the passing over the middle is being utilized. Blake Jarwin has found his holes. Michael Gallup, they went to him 3 different times on this drive, only was able to connect on 1 reception that ended up putting them inside the 5. So who knows what they'll be doing regarding the play calling. I like the calls that they're making with Zeke up front. The line is giving him some space, and Zeke's vision is aiding him in picking up some extra yardage. So right now, Chicago has got to, get into that huddle on the sideline and figure out what can they do to get some penetration up front, because they're getting beat off the line. Um, Percy Femur says we garbage. Which team are you referencing? Trigger Dion, Trigger did. I'm just gonna say Trigger Didon. All right. Trigger Didon says 30-0. I guess you might be in favor of the Cowboys. Brian. Oh, that was McKissick. Yes, J.D. McKissick. Thank you very much, Brian. That's who it was. Good Lord. How did I forget? All right. Razzlepuss says the Bears are wearing Bengals jerseys. You know what? It looks like it is a Bengals jersey. That helmet looked like the Bengals helmet. I should do the Cowboys because of the fact that they scored. Let's go, baby. We them boys. We got thick. We got thick. Amari Cooper. Van Der Esch. Skip Bayless. We got Troy Aikman on commentary. For real this time. He's on commentary for the game. Can't forget about Blake Darwin. We also got Jason Witten. He came back from retirement. We got all of the boys and the stars gonna line. We may be 6-6 right now, but wait until we get and score more touchdowns. We're gonna be 7-6. We're gonna win the NFC East. We're gonna upset the number 5 seed, and then we go into the Super Bowl with them boys. That's what you're hearing in Dallas right now on a 17-play, 75-yard drive, 8 minutes and 57 seconds that culminated with a 3-yard Ezekiel Elliott touchdown. And ladies and gentlemen, we are live on the Hot Mic app. If you haven't already downloaded it in the YouTube chat room, do me a favor and download that app. Cordero Patterson with the return takes it out to what should be the 34-yard line. He was the special teams player of the month for the month of November. So he's constantly giving the Bears better field position. Now, the last 4 games, Mitchell Trubisky has been able to figure it out. He's 3-1. Regarding wins, he's figured it out. But still 8-4 touchdown to interception ratio. So can he stretch the field this particular game? I would like to see him go deep to Anthony Miller, go deep to Allen Robinson, and he starts out in empty. He puts Tariq Cohen in motion. We might just see him swing it out to Cohen. He passes it over the middle. It's going to be caught for a pickup of what should be 7 yards. And they're moving to the 41-yard line. Given the return from Cordero Patterson using his dreadlocks powers, it appears, things are looking favorable on this particular drive. All right? So we'll see what happens for the Bears. All right? They've stepped out. David Montgomery has entered the game. He's in the backfield. They've got a motion man. His trips to the right now. Hand off, play action fake. They definitely called me. Mitch, use your legs. And he does and picks up the Bears first down. If you recall, last week on Thanksgiving, Mitchell Trubisky had an opportunity to pick up a first down. And for some apparent reason, somebody must have hit the joystick on the controller that controls his movement, because he did not want to go and pick up that first down. Ultimately led to, I believe, they went for it on 4th down and failed to convert. So you left some points on the board. Could have easily set up for an Eddie Pinheiro field goal. But then again, knowing Eddie Pinheiro, who knows if he's actually going to make it? We'll see. What is going on, Ashley? How's it going in YouTube land? Tariq Cohen on the handoff, pickup of 2. That was kind of scary. He looked like he was trying to extend the ball. That could have ended up being a fumble. Let's take a look at what's happening in Twitter world. Bean, always tuning in, says, if them boys lose this game, is their season basically over? No, because them and the Eagles are right there. The Eagles are behind them by virtually a game and a half because the Cowboys won the first game. So as long as the Eagles continue to lose, the Cowboys are in perfectly good shape. If the Cowboys end 6-10, they're going to the playoffs, because the Eagles, if they never win another game, will be 5-11. Over the middle, pass from Mitch Trubisky, caught by his man, stays up. Man took 3 pills of Cialis, says, I will not go down, and he's going to be down at the 36 to 37-yard line. He told 2 Cowboys defenders, please get back into the gym. Look at the catch. Don't ever try to take me down. Was that a Wouzier who attempted to take him down? Look at this poor attempt of a tackle. He tried to go for the ball. Did not work in his favor. Great catch by Holtz. And great effort to now enter Cowboys territory. At the 33-yard line, handoff, David Montgomery Burns. He will not pick up any yardage. They're probably going to give him about 1 yard of forward momentum. Xavier says, my boy Destroying just got done training with AB. Destroying. It sounds familiar. I feel like there's a YouTuber. Ah, yeah, it's the kicker. The kicker. Yeah, yeah, that kicking YouTuber. All right, there it is. There it is. I've recalled. I feel like I think somebody have sent me a video of his or something like that. I can't recall. But 2nd and 8 from the 32-yard line. Play action fake. Mitch Trubisky steps up in the pocket. Use your legs, Mitch. He does. Get down. Get down. He slides at the 17, or I should say he didn't really slide. He just dove. And he's down at the 17-yard line. And here we go. Chicago answering right back. Answering right back. Eric Cardman in the chat room says, would you sign up to be AB's personal listener to listen to his every thought? You know what? I would. The only problem is I'd get fired because I'm not a maniacal yes man. I'll tell AB that's stupid. You might not want to do that. And I'll be sounding like R. Kelly all day telling him that's stupid. Use your common sense. Why would you post that? Don't post that. Enough from the clown. He was actually down at the 19. Mitch Trubisky jet sweep given to, I believe that was Tariq Cohen, which should be a gain of about 3 yards, setting up 2nd and 7 from now the 16-yard line, or possibly, well, it'd be the 16-yard line. Allen Robinson, the last 2 games, 14 catches, 217 yards, and 2 TDs. What does this mean? Get the ball to the hands of the Robinson. Put the ball in his hands. Tell him that his child is a kleptomaniac because he's raising Robinsons. Get him the football. 7-play, 50-yard drive that has elapsed over 4 minutes. Can they finish in the end zone? Mitch Trubisky rolling towards his left. Why did they have nothing on the backside? Pass could have possibly been intercepted by Lewis, but they're saying that he did not get both his feet down. First and foremost, that was a poor attempt of throwing the football away by Mitch Trubisky. All right, this is a clear catch. He secured. You know what? That's an interception. Those 2 toes are down. That should be down at the 1. Jason Garrett will throw that challenge flag. That's going to be an interception. Mitch Trubisky just screwed his team in the butthole, man. Ultra Instinct puts $4.99 on it. Says, "What's up, Chiseled? Can't wait for Monday Night Football. I get to watch you commentate my struggling Eagles. There's no commas here, so it's kind of hard to figure out when to stop and take a pause. Nelson, occasional hand Aguilar, better be aware." Well, he will be aware when I got something to say, but I'll tell you something right now. Lewis is participating in the 10 toes down challenge because he just got himself an INT. Here's the only downside. They're going to take over. It definitely will be a turnover in their favor, but they're going to be at the 1-yard line. And I expect the Windy City and Soldier Field to now be at an all-time high in noise. So that defense had better go and get themselves a safety. This can turn out, mess around and be a blessing in disguise. But yeah, Mitchell Trubisky, that was stupid. Absolutely stupid. More importantly, in this play call, why would you have him roll towards the left to where he only has 2 options to get rid of the football and have nothing on the backside? I felt as if they could have had a screen. He could have thrown it back to David Montgomery. You had all of the offensive line over there. So that was a very bizarre sort of play call. But that was definitely a catch easy. No. Who says that was 5 toes? Packer fan in Vegas says 5 toes. No, he put 5 toes down and then he toe tapped the final 5 and began to drag it, or I should say he slightly tapped it. I don't think he dragged it, but he slightly tapped it against the turf, similar to the man who got kicked in the face on the Bellator video I just posted. But that should be an INT, and it should be Cowboys possession coming out of the break. I'll tell you this right now. If you have not downloaded the Hot Mic app, do me a favor and download the Hot Mic app. I'm putting it in the YouTube chat room. And, come and tune in with me. All right, let's see how much people we got on the YouTube land. We're sitting at currently 341. We've only got 200 likes. Let's see if we could bring those likes up to 250 to possibly 283. All right, now put in the chat room, if you think it's an INT, put a 1. If you think it's an incomplete pass and Lewis did not get his toes down, give me a 2. 1 for INT, 2 for no INT. In the meantime, I'll take a look at Twitter world. Bitter Samurai says, let's get ready for some comic greatness. I appreciate you. He says, Bears over the boys, 21-16. David Radler says 28-14, the Bears win. All right. I'm seeing a ton of ones. Jordan put a 69. You got to be kidding me. Gronk challenge. I'm seeing nothing but ones inside the YouTube chat room. Tomcat M16 puts a 2. We're seeing, there's the toe, there's the drag. You know what? That's an INT. That is an INT. And the referee said it will be a first down. The people who wrote 2s, do me a favor, go to the bathroom, take a look in the mirror, slap what you see. Because you were wrong. Wrong. Great job by Jason Garrett. Is he going to clap? Is he going to clap? He can't clap. He's holding his headset in his hand. But he's pointing and he's smiling and letting people know, hey, I made the right challenge. But here we are at the 1-yard line. I would like to assume that they are firing up. People cannot afford to jump off sides here. Jason Witten going in motion. What will Dallas do? They better not run a stretch. Zeke directly up the gut, pickup of what should probably be a no gain. I hope they don't give him a yard. This should be no gain. Look at Allen Robinson, runs a whip route. Miller runs a corner. And Wims runs what probably is the crossing route along the middle. If that was a pass for Wims, it was far too early and overthrown. If it was a pass for Miller, it was underthrown. Whatever the hell that play call was, he should have just thrown the football away. All right? Here we go, 2nd and 9. They really gave him a yard. From the 2-yard line for Dallas, who have recently intercepted. Pass outside to Jason Witten. He does get some separation. Pushed out of bounds after a pickup of what should be 5 yards. Their possible injury. Raquan Smith is headed to the locker room. Oh, no, that's not good. That must have been right after the touchdown. I hope that brother's all right. They need him out there. Young linebacker for the Chicago Bears. 3rd and 5 from the 6-yard line. James Bonora puts 2 on it. Says giving $1 for every $1 for every Cowboys score / takeaway. I appreciate that. And Kyle Fuller's hands once again for decoration. He does get a breakup, but I don't think anybody over the course of the past 3 seasons has dropped more interceptions than Kyle Fuller. Look at the break on the ball over here. This easily could be a pick 6 if he keeps his feet. You know what? It's better that he had dived. I don't think he would have made it if he kept his feet. Good breakup by him. All right? Some people would argue, hey, you know, if you had hands, you'd catch that ball. I agree. But it is a good breakup. Still, you could have a possible punt block here. If they bring the heat, they do not. And it's a good punt from Jones. Tariq Cohen says, poison, get away from the football. And it's going to be fielded at what should be the 47-yard line where the Bears will take over. Chris J says, Butterfingers. Chris Box says, 3-down defense. Xavier says, not even on NXT. I think there's a conversation that we're having over here that I must have missed. Sean almost went right back. Indeed, that would have been interesting if it went backwards and then gave more positive yards to the Bears. That would have been interesting. Old man Witten, absolutely. What happened to his hands? That is exactly what Kyle Fuller's on the sideline wondering to himself, because if he did, that'd be an INT right inside of the 5. That is what you were talking about, Sean, with the INT. I get it. It came back to me. But yeah, he's on the sideline asking himself, what happened to my hands? He wished that he had some better gloves. I hope he's changing his gloves. Zay says, who you think is going to win the NFC East? I am still rolling with the Philadelphia Eagles to win it at 8-8. Or possibly a 7-9. Well, no, I think it's going to be an 8-8. Next possession, hands off to David Montgomery Burns. He picks up 6 yards. He's going to be down at the 45. And the Bears now, after an INT, going into the half, and remember, that opening drive that the Bears had was, relatively lengthy, not the same as the Cowboys drive, which was nearly 9 minutes. They went on a 17-play, 75-yard, 8 minutes and 57-second drive to go down the field and score their opening touchdown with the Zeke 3-yard score. Then the Bears marched back down the field after a great return from Cordero Patterson, only to see Mitchell Trubisky give the ball right to the defense. And here we are entering the second quarter, a very fast first quarter, I might add. But the Cowboys leading 7-0. Thus far from what we've seen, Are we still sticking with our picks for Chicago to win, or are we changing more towards Dallas? In Hot Mic, I saw heavy Bears, and then in the YouTube chat room, I saw about 50-50. Thus far from what we saw, are we still rolling with majority Bears to win this game, or perhaps do we think the mental lapses of Mitchell Trubisky, do we think that will screw them over? We will see. Xavier says face Miz is a bum. All right, I have just caught the WWE conversation. I agree. Miz, when he's a face, is garbage. I love this man as a heel. When he's a face, he's terrible. All right, I'm seeing a ton of people talk about Chicago. Still rolling with Chicago. Alonso says Super Mario. That is indeed what I'm wearing on my shirt. The Mantra J says how do you think How do you think the next Apple turnovers will happen? You know what? I think it's gonna be a fumble, and I think it's gonna be coming out of the hands of it's gonna be coming out the hands of Dak. I'm seeing Cowboys. I'm seeing Chicago. Danica Shuck says too early to determine. I love your mentality. That's the same way that I feel. Slam Donkey says the Ursarangs. All right, I like it. I like it. You know what? I got to get back to calling teams nicknames because I've called players. I've came up with a ton of unique names, nicknames for players, but I've gotten away from the nicknames of teams. I think I'm going to bring that back. No team will have their original name no more. I'm seeing Dallas. I'm seeing the Bears. All right. Samaj Rogers says, I still have Chicago. I think Dallas loses their next 3 games and ends 7-9. That is fair. That is fair. Highly plausible. All right. But 2nd and 4 from the 45-yard line for Chicago in the top of the 2nd quarter. Can they even up the score, or let alone even get any scoring started? Both offenses have not really been met with any form of opposition, although we just did see Dallas get their first 3 and out. Mitch Trubisky takes the snap. Get away. He cannot. He's taken down at the 50. I believe this was a nickel blitz, and in came Thompson. Trubisky looks like he may be going no huddle here. Great blitz design. Immediately got to Trubisky down at the 50. 3rd and 9 situation for the Bears. Both teams sitting at 6-6, desperately need W's to keep pace in the playoff race for the NFC. CM Punk. I'm seeing a lot of CM Punk here. All right. Mitch Trubisky pass over the middle, incomplete, but there's some laundry on the field. Either there was an encroachment, either there was an onside, either there was a false start. But then again, if there was a false start, they wouldn't let them finish the play. So this is either an illegal shift on the offense, which probably should not happen because I did not see that happen. So it will be an encroachment on the defense. Well, pardon me, a offsides on the defense, bring it 5 yards closer back to where the original line of scrimmage was for the initial 2nd and 4 play. But now it's 3rd and 4. Thompson's 2nd career sack. Let's see what the play call is. Wims seems extremely confused on the outside. Trips to the right. Tariq Cohen in the backfield. Trubisky takes a snap. He can run here, but he doesn't. He throws it towards his left to Tariq Cohen, and the Chicago midget picks up a Chicago first down. Robert V puts 2 on and says, what's up, Adonis? First super chat, like commentary. I appreciate you tuning in, brother. Thank you for putting 2 on it. I truly do appreciate you guys. And if you'd like to donate to the stream and donate to Hold My Nugget Studios, all of those the options to do so is on your screen to the bottom left hand side. And ladies and gentlemen, we are live on the Hot Mic app, and shout out to everybody watching on Hot Mic. We've got 67 viewers in the building on YouTube. We've got 383. We've got a screen pass to the tight end. Blockers in front. His vision is there. Carries it inside the 10. Great play from Chicago. I appreciate everybody who's tuning in to Hold My Nugget Studios. As of right now, we've got 239 likes in YouTube, 382 that is watching. Let's see if we can get those likes up to 285 or possibly 300. All right, as the Bears would utilize more blockers than transgender medication and matriculate the ball down the field, as Hank Stram would once say for the Kansas City Chiefs, and pick up a big-time Chicago on first down. But the last time that we saw them inside the red zone, they turned the football over. J.P. Holtz with three catches, 450-plus yards. Hand off to, I believe that was David Montgomery Burns, picks up about 3 yards, brings them to the 5. Now, can they convert from second and goal? Intel Gaming Radio says, I'll either see Angry Keith tweets or Chiseled Adonis will have a vid ready by tomorrow. I think he's talking about the, the Cowboys if they lose. Jamal saying, seeing as though the Bears are in my Minnesota Vikings division, I need them boys to win. Fair enough. Gap Tooth Assassin, as always, thanks for using my idea about New Edition in your commentary. Thank you for letting me know. About 3 different people told me about using the New Edition, so I went and I had to make sure I found a clip, and somebody had posted it. Mitch Trubisky pass over the left-hand side. Caught by who? Allen Robinson, the man who's had 17 catches with 200-plus yards and 2 TDs over the course of the past 2 games, and they got to him now to possibly even up the score at 7-all. Very good drive by the Bears. Great play call selections. After a sack on the top of the quarter, they're able to matriculate down the field, go down methodically. Very good play call selections. The big play from J.P. Holtz, setting up Allen Robinson's what should be about a 5-yard touchdown to possibly even up the score for the discount Bengal helmet Chicago Ursarangs. Very good play call. Eddie Pinheiro kicked through the uprights. It's good. We've got a tie game, 7 apiece with 12-13 left to play in the first half. What do you guys think of that drive now? That was a very good drive. Look at the emotion on Mitchell Trubisky. You should have never thrown the damn INT the last drive, you damn idiot. But of course, you got to have a little bit of Alzheimer's. You got to have some dementia when you're out here playing football at the quarterback position. Well, hell, while you're playing football, period. You can't remember the play before at all. I remember when I used to play cornerback when I was in high school. Oh, my Lord, it was brutal. I'd get beat in like the first quarter. It'd still be in my mind in the fourth. Candace Leach puts 5 on it, says the dislikes must be from Nancy and Nick Folk. Let's go Bears. And now go Bears. Go. You know, that don't sound right. It don't sound the same. Because the Bears is 1 syllable. I think teams that have 2 syllables, when you put Arnold Schwarzenegger, it sounds much better. But I think the 2 dislikes, it might not be from Nick Folk. It'll be from Nancy and Andre, because they are the couple that is, you know, they are working together to take down Hold My Nugget Studios. Noroko Jackson puts 2 on it and says 2 for your mistakes. Evidently, we're playing Uno. I appreciate you. Desmond Edmond, as always, puts 5 on it. Says Xfinity dude is back messing with my TV and Wi-Fi again. About to hit him with the GTS. Why is your Wi-Fi always messing up every stream? What is going on in Desmond Edmond's house? Every single stream, something's going wrong. Whoever the Wi-Fi individuals is, send me their information too. I will join you in giving them a GTS. Matter of fact, you give them a GTS, I'll give them the Anaconda device. And we'll play Cult of Personality as we bring this man Beats by Dre weeks before Christmas. Let's see. Teddy Bears might have a spark. You are absolutely right, Razzlepuss. Let me catch up in Twitter world. All right, Broken Skull Ball says the Shadow Boxer dude is straight up trolling in the YouTube chat. Where did I see the Shadow Boxer? I did not see Shadow Boxer. I see Shadow Boxer now. Let's see what his latest message was. He's talking with Brandon Black about Andrew Schultz. I'll see what goes on. But evidently, Broken Brother Ball and Shadow Boxer might just have something going on in the chat room. A little bit of dissension in the YouTube chat room. Here we go. Hoodie Zay says, Adonis, my boy, went over to his girl house, right? And she didn't tell him she was on her period. And yeah, just know some nasty stuff went down. Well, that is evidently somebody likes ketchup on their meals. There's the kickoff. Back to the Cowboys. It's not fielded. Goes into the end zone. It's going to be a touchback taken out at the 25. Breezy sends me the video of Eddie Pinheiro missing the kickoff, or I should say the opening trying field goals in the pregame by about 20 yards wide to the left. I do have the highlight now. It will be in the commentary tomorrow to kick off things. Darius slash DB says, got you on surround sound with the girlfriend. Can you give her a shout out? Her name is Maria. She just got her last certification to become a doctor today, and she's a Steeler fan. Well, shout out to Maria. About to become a doctor. Look at you. Everybody give a round of applause to Darius's girlfriend, Maria. About to become a doctor. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Girlfriend doctors. I think I can relate. Bitter Samurai says, well, he's talking about Velveteen Dream. Sure, he must be in conversation with somebody else. True Psychotic Murder Log 1. Listening to Chiseled Adonis on YouTube and also available on Hot Mic. I appreciate you sharing that. Token Baby says we'll make more than boys jokes. It will be coming. 2nd and 9 from the 26-yard line. Dak rolling towards his right, throws the ball into the dirt. Incomplete. We're going to have a 3rd and long situation, and you already know how I feel about 3rd and longs with Dallas. It do not go together. All right? It's like a man with a weak pelvis sleeping with a woman who's gargantuan. It's just not going to work. Plus size model and weak pelvises do not go together. Just like 3rd and long situations and Dallas do not go together. Do I believe they will convert? Not at all. If they do convert, I will be surprised. And Darius, I just want to let you know, if you are tuned in right now looking at the chat room on Hot Mic or on YouTube, you've got claps all around for the accomplishment of your girlfriend. Pass over the middle. It is incomplete, and much like I predicted, we're going to have the Cowboys not convert on 3rd and long situations. Pass was intended for Randall Cobb. Randall Corn on the Cobb, that is. In what appeared to look like triple coverage. Let's see. There was, yes, indeed. Well, good Lord, a quadruple. You talk about Bears closing in. If Cobb came down with that football, his ribs would have been in peril. Mans would have been out there looking like, was it Ken Shan? Who had wrapped up ribs? Well, then again, a ton of wrestlers had wrapped up ribs, so I guess I can't utilize one particular, instance. But yeah, he would have probably got crushed. This does not look like a very good punt. Oh, but it is. Fielded at the 33. Tariq Cohen's got a couple of blocks. Brings it to the 46-yard line right before midfield. And that is where the Bears will take over with 11:15 left to play. Mike Harp says, where's Cooper? That is a good question. Where is Amari Cooper? I would love to know. Amir Singh shares a video of me talking about the Cowboys during this one stream. You are quick. All right. DJ the Kid 91 says, do you think my Panthers, who do you think the Panthers should hire as a head coach? You know what? That is a good question. Mike McCarthy is still available. Offensively, the Panthers need help, but damn it, defensively, they kind of need help too. So I don't think bringing in an offensive-minded coach can aid them a lot. So as of right now, I'm actually not too sure. I think what I'd bring in for one, whoever the hell the defensive coordinator is, let's get rid of that guy. Bring in somebody needs to call up Jack Del Rio. I think a tandem of Jack Del Rio and Mike McCarthy could work out very well, although I think those egos would clash. But I think both of those guys should be getting a call. Hell, even hire Marvin Lewis as a defensive coordinator. Hell, he's a hell of a coordinator. He can't coach as a head coach worth a spit, but good Lord, I'd bring that man in as a coordinator. Iron Knuckle B puts 5 on it, says, but we them boys, we got thick. We're gonna slaughter the Bears. Then we're gonna go to the Super Bowl. You know what? I didn't say anything about the SpongeBob after the Bears scored and even up the score. Should I do it now? I don't know why I'm asking, because I'm already gonna do it. No! We let Allen Robinson get into the end zone. What are we doing defensively when they came down into the red zone before? We catch an interception. Now they come down to the red zone this time. They catch a touchdown. We're supposed to stop them. him every time. We got Van Der S. Is he playing? I can't remember. Sean Lee, Jalen Smith, Tank Lawrence, Byron Jones. Woozy A supposed to make that defense. Woozy A. We got to get a step. Come on, Dallas. We got to keep this going because we got to win the NFC East and then go to the Super Bowl to get 6 rings. 6 rings. 6 rings. 6 rings. 6 rings. Nobody's going to stop us now after we get the football back. But, first and 10. Mitch Trubisky thus far on the game is 6 for 7 with an INT, so he's fairly efficient. Dylan says heel champion is the best champ. I agree. I see the conversation is still NXT in the chat room on Hot Mic. I appreciate you guys. I'd love to get into it. But obviously, you got priorities here. David Montgomery, handoff, pickup of 10. Carries it into Cowboys territory. As you know, with the SpongeBob things, you see, I go right into it. This isn't something that's rehearsed. You just go. If you did not know before how the Chiseled Adonis does commentary, everything is off the cuff. You've heard jokes come right off the top of my head. New material. I use some of the older material. Different sort of jokes. Things just happen. It's very off the cuff. I'm extremely witty, not to toot my own horn. But, of course, here we go. First and 10 from the 40. Is that the 43-yard line? David Montgomery Burns up the gut. Oh, my Lord. He just took Xavier Woods on a ride. He said, come with me an additional 8 yards. Please get on the back of my trailer. Did you see how Woods came in to make the tackle? He had his thumb up. He said, can I hitchhike for a ride? Can you give me a little bit of transportation, sir? I forgot my bus pass. No problem, Xavier Woods. Come along, Bort. And took him for a 7-yard ride. Look at Sean Lee. I got my hands on your thigh pads. Oh, no. I couldn't take you down. And then it was a broken tackle from David Montgomery Burns. And look how he just carries Woods. Says, come with me. Xavier, you're not the real Xavier Woods. Imposter san. And took him 7 yards for the first down. Imposter san. What am I, Japanese? Blue Comment, 1991. Puts $4.99 on it. Judging by the national disrespect my Bills are getting, even if we win the Super Bowl, we're going to get labeled as the worst team in NFL to win it. You know what? No, I don't think you will. All right? I think those people who say that are just delusional fans. I would say the worst team to win a Super Bowl. Good Lord, the worst team to win a Super Bowl. We're going to come back to that. Second and 10. Matter of fact, I would love for you guys to give your suggestions. I can guarantee you, majority of the people will only say Super Bowls that they've seen, not take into account, the older teams. Pass going deep for Allen Robinson. There should not be a flag on this play. There is no flag. That's textbook defense by Byron Jones. All right? But worst team to win a Super Bowl. I would... Worst team to win a Super Bowl. Oh, Allen Robinson went out of bounds. He stepped out of bounds. The referee should have took his hat off, but I guess the pass was already going on. You could possibly say, this side of the millennium, I would say the worst team to win a Super Bowl this side of the millennium, maybe the 2007 Giants. Pass over the middle, caught by Anthony Miller. Good fight. Gets a first down, but there's laundry on the field. Perhaps it's going to be a face mask enforced after the penalty, bringing the Bears inside the 5. We'll see what the call is. The 2007 Giants is probably the worst this side of the millennium. They probably are the worst this side of the millennium. Not because of their record, but maybe. Because the 2005 Steelers, you can make the argument this side of the millennium as well. But the Jets didn't win in 1972. King Art, they didn't win in 72. The 72 was the undefeated Dolphins. The Jets won in 67. No, pardon me, they won in 68. The 2005 Steelers had the best defense in the league, I believe. The Giants were fairly average in the regular season, and then they were able to just put together some good stretch of football games in the playoffs. So I would say this side of the millennium. Oh, there was a block in the back from Wims. It's coming back. But 3rd and 13 for the Bears. This side of the millennium, I'd say the Giants are the worst. Now in the 90s, going back with the Rams, Broncos, Packers, Cowboys, Niners were sensational. Cowboys. Redskins, Giants. Those were all good teams. In the 80s, it's going to be a fourth down. Eddie Pinheiro is going to have to come out and settle for the field goal. 89, 49ers, Redskins in 87, Giants in 86, 85 Bears, San Francisco 49ers in 84, the Raiders in 83, Redskins in 82, Niners in 81, Raiders in 80. Those were decent teams. The field goal is good from 36 yards out, 10-7. The 2018 Patriots weren't that, but I believe 2018 Patriots, I think they were better than that 2007 Giants team. If they were to match up, they probably would get matchup wise, they would probably beat them. But I think overall for sample size, I'd probably still take that 2018 Patriots team over that 2007 Giants team. In the 70s, the 79 Steelers, the 78 Steelers, the 77 Cowboys, the 76 Raiders, 75 and 74 Steelers, 73 and 72 Dolphins, 71 Cowboys, the 70 Baltimore Colts, 69 Chiefs, 68 Jets, 67 and 66 Packers. You know what? Maybe. No, I can't. You know what, E.J. King, I can't say the 2002 Tampa Bay Bucks, man. That defense was a legendary defense. Good Lord. No, the 99 Rams can't. Come on, Percy Freeman, you can't do. The 99 Rams was absolutely sensational. All right. Bum says counting down the decades with Chiseled Adonis. You know what? I do know all of the Super Bowl like the back of my hand. I remember the teams that were defeated. I remember the teams that that won all the Super Bowls. I couldn't tell you the NFL championships. I knew them when I was in high school, but I could not recall. Iron Knuckle B puts 2 on. It says next season Steelers sign Nick Folk to a 6-year deal. If that happens, I'm personally going to Latrobe during training camp, and I'm going to have to see him. Nobody will see me because I'll turn into Dio Zawelda and stop time, and then I'll run into Nick Folk and then shadow this man's knees. But of course, why would I do that? That would be assault. This is nothing but a genjutsu. Release. Whatever I said never happened. All right. You know what, Brian? That 1990 Giants team with Jeff Hostetler having to close it out for him, perhaps we can go that way. But then again, wasn't it Otis? Was it Otis Anderson who won that that MVP for that team? You know what? I think it might have to be that 07 Giants or maybe the 9 Giants, man. I don't know. Percy Fema says the 1999 Rams were the most overrated show on turf. I can't say that. The 2010 Saints, no, there was the 2009 Saints. The Bucks offense was decent. It wasn't special, but it was all right. I think good Lord. God, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. Worst Super Bowl winning team. Good Lord. That is that one is, it's purely subjective. I don't think there's a unanimous team. I do not think there's a unanimous team. Dylan says, what's my favorite NXT match ever? 2. Bayley and Sasha Banks at NXT Brooklyn, the very first one. I was there for that. And then I would say the second one, maybe Gargano and Almas, because that match was absolutely sensational. Or maybe even Velveteen Dream and Aleister Black. I'm not sure. You know, but I know for a fact Sasha Banks and Bayley is up there for me. Oh, no. I'm bugging. 3 matches. Dak takes the snap, dropping back, pass incomplete, and towards Amari Cooper, finally targeting Amari Cooper. Eddie Jackson in coverage, pass broken up. But I'll say this much. For NXT, Sasha Banks and Bayley, NXT Brooklyn in 2015, DIY versus The Revival, I think that was NXT TakeOver Toronto. Masterclass match. And then I think Velveteen and Aleister Black, maybe. Maybe Velveteen and Aleister Black. I feel like there's a match that I'm missing right now. Dak pass over the middle, caught by Amari Cooper. For the first down. You know what? That's a hell of a catch. He caught the ball like this. Very good catch. Oh, come on, Packers Nation. Why would you do that to the Bills fans? You know what? The worst team to win a Super Bowl was the 1990 through 1993 Bills. I didn't say this. This was Packers Nation, Packer Nation 12 in the hot mic chat room. Bills fans, your misery is coming from Packer Nation 12. Handoff to Zeke, big hole, breaks a couple of tackles, breaks to the outside, still on his feet. He's going to get taken down by Khalil Mack inside the 30. Zeke better start bringing that hand to the helmet. Indeed, that's what he just did. I sound like I had a little bit of an accent. For a first down of the Cowboys. You talk about breaking tackles. Look at this grown man run right here. Handoff to Zeke, runs through a hole, tells one defender, do not ever touch me. Eddie Jackson, you can't take me down. All right, great carry from the Cowboys, and now momentum seems to have swung in their favor. Good Lord, Sahir, the 2015 Broncos. Thank you so much for bringing that one up. But that defense was sensational, man. Handoff to Zeke, pickup of 4 yards. Good Lord. You know what? Oh, boy. Antonio's prediction says, Chisel, do you watch AEW? Not really like that. I really don't. I'll tell you this one. I watch playbacks on YouTube. I don't watch it live. Good Lord. Wow. Oh, worst team to win the Super Bowl. Man, that is a tough one. I'd say it's entirely up to perception. But you know what? I think I'd have to say the 2007 Giants. I think I'm going to roll with the 2007 Giants. For me. You guys choose who you think. Amir says Zeke is going to be a 2,000-yard rusher one year. Who knows? It's plausible. I think McCaffrey will probably be the next one, but we'll find out. Handoff to Zeke once again. Pickup of what should be about 1.5 yards. They'll mark it at 2. It's going to set up 3rd and 4. I think the Cowboys convert here, but I'm not sure if they're going to get into the end zone. TPA. Cliff puts 2 on. It says, thoughts on Keith Lee, my favorite talent right now. You know what? Keith Lee has started to grow on me. Initially, I wasn't a big fan of Keith Lee. I thought, he was kind of stale. He was kind of boring. But you know what? His in-ring work with the right people, he's a sensational performer. But I'll say this much. I feel like he has to move with a little bit more fluidity. Because when matches are a little bit longer, he tends to move slow and things look way too predictable and premeditated. Good Lord, the pass was a swing pass for Dak to find his man, but he never turned around. This man was trapped in the civil rights movement. When the ball was coming, he kept singing to himself, ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. Oh, turn me around. Turn me around. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. And the pass ended up being incomplete. Brett Maher comes out to kick the 42-yard field goal to even up the score at 10-all. The kick is up and wide to the right. Oh, my Lord, it hooked towards the right. I'd love to say Cody Parkey challenge, but of course, he hit an upright. This was more like a Nick Folk challenge out here. You kidding me? Brett Maher, you missed 2 field goals last game. You come out here and on your first attempt, you missed another one. Brett Maher. I'd rather eat, what the hell was the kind of lettuce? I'd rather eat romaine lettuce and get E. coli than have you as my kicker. Put your motherfucking head back down, you goddamn bum. To the sideline you go. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. You kidding me? What was that? You've got to be kidding me. I'd rather have Bill Maher out there kicking field goals than Brett Maher. Is it Maher or is it Mar? Whatever the hell it's pronounced. He's a bum. Get him out of here. All right. Let's go to Twitter world and catch up because it's been some time since I've been over there. All right. Amir Singh is always putting SpongeBob on it. Brandon Chewy Black, I appreciate you always tuning in. Not gonna lie, I think you need a moderator for YouTube. This dude Shadowbox is talking mad stupid. If you read, ask people to send you screenshots. I guess I'll try to find what he's talking about. Apparently, it's the second person talking about Shadowbox. So I'll see what the hell he's talking about. I'll keep my eye out for him. Fly Guy Gray, 58. Let's see if the Cowboys gun is on safety. Oh, that was a while ago. Panthers, keep pounding. Who do you think should be the Panthers coach? I think we addressed that. What happened to his hands? Tyson says the Redskins can win out. That's a possibility, but I don't see that happening. Bit of Samurai, where do you rank Kenny Omega in your wrestlers ranking as of right now? Kenny Omega's top 5, a location as to where I'd put Kenny Omega. AJ Styles is still number 1 for me. Number 2 is probably Seth Rollins. Number 2 is probably Seth Rollins. This is purely in-ring work, not their entire character. I think I'd have to put Kenny Omega at 3. Yeah, I think I'd put Kenny Omega at 3. Yeah. Yeah, I'd put Kenny Omega at 3. CM Punk analyst. Oh, he's at the Bears game. Is he at the Bears game? Not sure. But Gap Tooth Assassin, you should get on the soundboard when you use Hot Mic. Perhaps. I'll mention CM Punk if I could get the highlight of him there. Cedric Tyler puts $1 on it. I appreciate you. Unfortunately, you retracted the comment. Blue Comet $4.99. Can Roger Goodell force those other 2 embarrassments in NY to rename themselves as the New Jersey Giants and Jets? There's only one New York team. You're absolutely correct. I did not see CM Punk. I must have been talking about wrestling at the time. Mitch Trubisky, play action fakes, got a ton of time. Get rid of the football man. Throws the ball into the dirt. It's still live. The referees did not call anything. They just called it incomplete as Sean Lee recovered. Oh, my Lord. Mitch Trubisky's awareness is on 0. Is that a fumble? You know what? The hand was coming forward, but you know what? If they call it a fumble, I can't blame them. No, that's an incomplete pass. It's an incomplete pass. Jason Garrett, don't throw the challenge flag. You're going to lose. 2nd and 10 for the Chicago Bears. That could have been bad. That could have been really bad. Here we go. Under 5 minutes left to play. This is going to be a delay of game. Wow, they didn't call it. All right. Mitch keeps it himself. He's trying to beat Sean Lee to the outside, but he would fail to get out there. Razzlepuss says, can you sneak up on the Unchiseled with the poke flute? You know what? If I was to go carry my webcam upstairs, I would, but then that'd be kind of weird because who knows if he's shirtless. So that would be kind of, indecent exposure out here in these streets. Dak telling his receiver, hey, man, we not in the civil rights movement no more. Stop singing to yourself. He's saying, what you talking about? You think I didn't hear you singing? Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. 3rd and 6 from the 36-yard line. Trubisky looking left, got his man. That's Allen Robinson, keeping the drive alive, moving the chains. Can the Bears take advantage of the missed field goal? Samaj, yes indeed, he is there with AJ Lee. I'm seeing that now. Let's see. Shadowbox, they're talking about me. Trying to propel you, Adonis, to the stand-up and the comedy seller. Hot mic ain't here, bro. All right, I don't know what he's talking about. But here we go. 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. Handoff to Tariq Cohen. Got a couple of blockers. He's going to pick up about 5 yards. Second down and what should be about 4 for the Bears. The score right now, 10-7 in favor of the Chicago Bears. 3:25 left to play for until halftime. TPA Cliff says, if we're going purely in-ring, Ospreay and then D-Bry. Interesting. All right. King Jalen says, Chisel, what team do you think is taking it to the NBA Finals? Far too early. But I think either team in LA on the West Coast and on the East, it's wide open. Anybody can go. Handoff to David Montgomery, pickup of 1. Back to Twitter world we go. David Radler, thank you for tuning in. Cam Newton wants to play for another team. What if he arrives in Pittsburgh? That was asked by Mark Ackerman. I highly doubt that Pittsburgh's where his destination will be. I think he'll end up in Chicago. King Jaffa Carter. You and that SpongeBob voice has me weak. Bitter Samurai says, I need Keith Lee as NXT champion before 2020. It's far too late to do that because 2020 is right now. I mean, it's like in a couple of weeks, so I'm not sure that's going to happen. A movement up front from the Cowboys. I'm sure this is probably going to be an offsides. Yes, indeed. The referee says, yeah, that's on the defense. Do not call it on the offense. I started the Bears on my fantasy team. Far too early to call it for the Super Bowl for me. King Art says best catchphrase, Le Champion or Yowie Wowie. I'd say Le Champion. Without question. That false start was on kicker pad wearing Poppy, Michael Bennett. I'm not sure how he's able to go out there and wear kicker pads. I don't even know if those are even adult standardized pads. Whatever the case is, he looks like he's just wearing two jerseys on top of each other. David Radler says the worst team would be them Gruden Grinders. Jamal said the worst team to win the Super Bowl, I'd have to say the Cleveland Browns. No, they never won it. All of those Oakland teams that won, the 76 Oakland Raiders were good. The 80 Oakland Raiders was all right. The 83 Oakland Raiders was very good. So I can't say that. King Jaffa Carter says, I feel like the Denver team that the Seahawks played against in 2013 because of the lack of offense. No. We're not talking about the worst team to go to the Super Bowl. The worst team to win the Super Bowl. Bitter Samurai, Black versus Dream was incredible. David Radler says, I agree with this one. King Jaffa Carter, actually, now that I think about it, they can't be a worse Super Bowl winning team because they won. No, they could be. They could be because you can rank amongst the 50. TPA Cliff says, in the clutch about to react to week 11. That's awesome. They're going to die. I expect to see Ross, fall out of this man's chair. Jason Todd is Batman, 5 Dura. He puts 5 Dura on it. Says, I don't know if you talked about it already. What do you think about the Giants starting Eli Sunday? I'm excited. No, he's going to start him on Monday. I'm excited that the Giants will start Eli purely because of the jokes. This will most likely be his farewell tour. So I'm not sure how he'll play, but this most likely will be the last 4 games of his career. So as I said in my pregame analysis video, I expect him to go and play very good through the first 2.5 quarters, and then he does what Eli does best, and that's turn the football over. So I expect that to happen. Packer Nation 12, yeah, I'm still locked in with the 07 Giants. I'm still locked in for the 07 Giants. No, Mr. GameCube, you're saying 2016 Falcons, but they blew that one. No, if the Falcons won that Super Bowl, they wouldn't be considered one of the worst Super Bowl teams because they were firing on all cylinders that entire season. So it'd be kind of hard to rank them as that because they were a very good regular season team. Bitter Samurai says yes, DIY versus Revival was good. Tyson says mine is a ladder match for the North American Championship. That first match was great. All 6 of those competitors, I believe it was 6, did very, very good. Sheridan Jones says, if you were hanging off of a cliff and Nick Folk, Cody Parkey, Daniel Carlson had to make a field goal for me to live, who would I pick? Daniel Carlson, without question. With Nick Folk, I know I'm doomed from the start. With Cody Parkey, I have false hope that the ball would bounce off of the upright and doink inward rather than outward, but I don't want to have to live like that. With Daniel Carlson, I feel a little bit more comfortable. But if he's wearing a Vikings uniform, just kill me now. Just kill me now, all right? If he's wearing a Raiders uniform, I feel a little bit more comfortable. 1st and 10, fresh out of the 2-minute warning from the 44-yard line. Handoff to David Montgomery Burns. Breaks a 1 tackle. He'd be down after a 10-yard gain at the 31-yard line. No, the 36-yard line, pardon me. The Bears with 2 timeouts, 1:43 left to play before they go to halftime. Can they extend their lead here? Handoff to Burns once again. I said Burns. Handoff to Montgomery. Loss of 1. Not a very good play call. All right. Brett Maher. December 19th, and I'm not getting any of my takes on. Brett Maher. Bitter Samurai says I agree because AJ's ring work is damn near perfection. Phoenix is one of my favorite. Yeah, Phoenix is very good. And Pentagon Jr. First down for the Bears. David Radler, if them boys lose tonight, JJ isn't going to wait until the end of the season to get rid of JG. I think he will. Because they don't have to fire him because his contract is up at the end of the year. They just don't need to resign him. That one guy over there just realized other people watch the Chiseled Adonis. That's exciting. Mitchell Trubisky picks up what should be about a 4-yard gain and should bring them to the 25-yard line. Or perhaps the 30. But we're all caught up in Twitter world. Here we go. Oh, YD Diggy says he's still rolling with the 1980 Raiders to be the worst, Super Bowl. That's fair. That's fair. Random Trainer X says, how's my evening going so far? It's exciting because I'm hanging out with you guys. All right, shout out to the 62 people here live on your Hot Mic. And more importantly, if you guys have not downloaded the Hot Mic app, good Lord, what a stick, but great catch from the Bears guy, man. That's a hell of a catch right there. But if you haven't downloaded the Hot Mic app already or I should say in the YouTube chat room, here is the links to download the app. Do me a favor, use that promo code, get that app into your life, watch me live and in sync. We got a flag on the play with 29 seconds left to play until halftime for the Chicago Bears. This game has approximately been 1 hour. Time is moving extremely fast. I played high school football with that guy, the dreadlocks guy. I think his last name is Cowherd. He went to Sheepshead Bay High School. I think I went to junior high with him too. Yes, indeed I did. I went to junior high school in Roy H. Mann High School. Not too far from my house actually. I went to junior high with that guy, and I played against him in when I was in high school. So kudos to him making it all the way to the NFL. But 29 seconds left to play in the first half. Anything new on Twitter world? No. Let's say, but less laundry on the field. We're seeing the halftime coverage team coming to the field, or I should say going to the field out, and I believe they're in New York. 1st and 15 situation for the Chicago Bears inside the Tokokino zone. That's Rosetta Stone Greek, motherfucker. And here we go. Can they extend their lead or possibly get a touchdown here and take a 10-point lead from the 29-yard line? One timeout remains. 30 seconds left on the clock. Tariq Cohen rolling towards his right. What a pass from Mitch Trubisky to Anthony Miller. You talk about a rifle. Pass inside, in betwixt the hands, in betwixt the mittens of two Dallas Cowboys. Mitchell Trubisky with an absolute rifle, but they used their timeout here. I'm not a fan of this call. I would have rushed to the ball and then got a spike to keep my timeout and then take 4 shots towards the end zone. I'd rather sacrifice the 7 seconds here and keep my timeout. I would not use my timeout here because if you do take your shots toward now everybody's going to know all of your shots are going to be towards the sideline. That's stupid, Matt Nagy. Use your common sense. Why would you use your timeout here? You've got to be kidding me. But what a throw for Mitch Trubisky. You kidding me? Call him Avatar Ang. You put some air under that football. What a pass. What a pass. I'm impressed. I am impressed. That's great. That was great. Sahir says, Heronicles 13 verse 7 recited in all caps. When he makes a play, I'm not going to call out the thing when a man does something wrong. 1st and goal, 22 seconds left to play. Please don't shoot yourself in the foot, Chicago. Pass towards the back of the end zone for Javon Wims. Pass incomplete in the back. Would be broken up by the Cowboys. It's going to set up 2nd and goal. Again, I would have much rather if they could serve their timeout here. Because now every single shot is going to be towards the end zone. I like to have options. I would love to take a short sort of pass, and if they're tackled inside the 5, and then at that point you can utilize that timeout. Whoa, somebody's talking about having green backwash on an appendage? Oh my. Oh, they must be talking about Oscar. Mitch Trubisky back in the end zone again. Same route. Same seam for Wims, but it's broken up by Jalen Smith. Oh, come on, Jalen Smith. He just turned back around and saw Wims on the ground, and he's still celebrating. And Wims is down, and he is in agony. Oh, my Lord. I hope this is not something too serious. What happened? He jumped, landed. It's on the land. Look at the right knee. Look at the right knee. Did not land in a good position. And boy. I don't think it's anything that should be way too serious. It might just be the shin, a lot of body weight on it. I think you'll be fine. It might just be a contusion. I've had that happen before, but that's just wishful thinking. I know that hurts. Oh boy, that's not what you want to see, especially after they done wasted their final timeout. I hope this isn't a situation in which they have a runoff. Oh, look at that. Oh my, no. He might have been grabbing his left, yeah, his left shin. Is it his left shin? Which leg is he grabbing? I think it's the left shin. Yeah, it might just be pain because all of that body weight landed on his shin. It'll be a contusion. I think he'll be fine. Wishful thinking, I think he'll be fine. I hope there's no shattered bones. That's not what you want to see with 14 seconds left to play in the first half. I hope he'll be fine. Oh, boy. Jason H 8695 says thoughts on anti-condom no pull-out Poppy Phillip Rivers. You know what? I think he might just be at the end of his rope. He's having a very, very bad season, and it's not to say that he's not capable of playing good football. I think that he still is capable. This Chargers team is just having heartbreak after heartbreak after heartbreak, and to be quite honest with you, everybody's going to be pointing towards the quarterback, and rightfully so, because of those 8 losses, he's had about 4 that has been his fault. All right, the game against Detroit, he threw an INT, cost him that game. Oakland, 4 INTs. Was it the Chiefs? He threw 4 INTs again. It was back-to-back games. Was it the Chiefs? But there was 4 games in which Phillip Rivers is the sole reason as to why they lost. He's walking off the strength of his own power, is coming off whims. But, man, I hope it's just a contusion. I hope it's just a contusion and it's nothing too serious. But he's walking. I've had something like that happen to me in a scrimmage in my senior year of high school. So I would hope that he'll be fine. And into the game comes Ridley. Is that Calvin Ridley's younger brother? Is that Riley Ridley? I think that may be Riley Ridley. I think Riley Ridley's on the Bears. I think it is. Let's see. Riley Ridley. Yes, Chicago Bears. That is indeed Riley Ridley. That's his cousin. I thought that was his brother. All right, here we go. Mitch Trubisky pass into the end zone, and it will be caught for the touchdown by Allen Robinson, but taken away by Jalen Smith. Luckily for them, they can review this. I think this might be called a touchdown. Coincidentally enough, this happened in my old high school's a championship game this past Saturday. They had a touchdown that was ruled an INT because the guy ripped the football out of his hands when they landed. But let's see what happens here on the replay. Decent route by Allen Robinson. Terrible. Great pass by Mitch Trubisky. But, this is the touchdown for sure. Look at the focus. He has the football. He has the ball. Jalen Smith does not have possession. That's a touchdown. Touchdown, Chicago. Touchdown, Chicago for Dow Bears. What a catch and concentration by Allen Robinson. Not the best route, better ball. Good job. Mitch Trubisky looks solid on this route. That should be confirmed. Very good job. Eddie Pinheiro going out for the field goal. That's a TD. Touchdown, Bears. The field goal is good. We've got a 17-7 lead, 10-point lead in favor of the Windy City, in favor of Chicago, in favor of Dow Bears. Cowboys fans, I know what you're saying. You're probably sitting at home looking at the TV like, that's some bullshit. I don't understand. That makes no sense. It was an INT from Jalen Smith. He opened up his dreadlock Bible. He turned to Chronicles 13, verse 7. I'm going to say it. The can't stop, won't stop. The Lord our God had dreadlocks. You can't go against the dreadlock Bible. That's blasphemy. It's supposed to be an INT. You can't just take that off the board. You guys some cheaters. And we're playing against the Patriots because evidently the Bears only out here cheating. That should have been an INT. We gotta come back and make sure that the ball don't lie. Why? Because we them boys. We got Dick. We got Zeke. Amari Cooper. Jason Witten. Tony Romo on commentary. Troy Aikman on commentary. Skip Bayless an analyst. Michael Irvin an analyst. Jerry Jones. Chlamydia hand clap palpy. And Jason Garrett. We them boys. We going to the Super Bowl. We never gonna lose no more. Here we go. Ensuing kickoff for the Cowboys returned to the 30-yard line. 4 seconds left to play. Yeah, they're pretty much going to go to the half. What is going on? Tensions are rising on the field between Jones and Miller. But most likely it's going to be a kneel down here, and they're going to go into the half with that 10-point deficit. So we're going to see what is happening. Let's see. 10 years in CTE. Oh, Shadowbox is talking about CTE or something. DM me, Shadowboxer. What you talk about? Okay. Antonio Brown, impaired, egotistical, big money, megalomania. I'm not that. That's interesting. Not sure what the conversation is with Shadowbox. I called 23-17. Scroll above. Y'all still reporting the profit. That's what your initial prediction was, Shadowboxer. I don't actually have a score prediction for this game, but I am choosing the Bears to win. I can't remember if I said a score prediction in my pregame analysis. But where we sit at halftime, the Bears with a 17-7 lead. What did we see happen? The Cowboys went down the field and said, "We them boys," scored on a 17-play, 8-minute, 57-second, 75-yard drive. Took a 7-0 lead only to see the Bears not only get intercepted on their opening drive, but after the Cowboys went 3 and out, they evened up the score. Eddie Pinheiro connected on a field goal, and now they scored once again, and they have a 10-point lead. We saw the Cowboys score on their opening possession last week and do absolutely nada, zilch, nothing until the final drive of the game. Will this be the exact same fate? All right, coming out of halftime, the Bears will have the football first. So I'm curious to see what the situation will be for Chicago. If I'm them, first and foremost, I think Mitch Trubisky right now is feeling somewhat comfortable. So what I'll do is run that play action fake. I'll set up trips towards the left-hand side, depending on where the hash mark is. If it's the hash mark, if they have the ball on the right hash, trips towards the left. If it's on the left hash, trips towards the right. Run a boot towards the left. Have Allen Robinson on a post. First play of the game, I'm taking a shot. But yeah, man, I like the way the Bears are looking right now. I like the way they're looking. They're looking rather solid. I'll give it to them. They're playing good defense. They pretty much nullified the advancement of the Cowboys. You can't ignore the missed field goal from Brett Maher from, I believe it was 42 yards out. So that's a tough one. But yeah, it's right now we're sitting at 17-7 in favor of the Chicago Bears. One quick look at Twitter world. Let's see what the people are talking about over there. All right, and ladies and gentlemen, we are live on the Hot Mic app. If you have not downloaded the app already, all of the links are in the description below on YouTube. If you're watching on Hot Mic, you don't need to download the app because you're on the app, stupid. All right. And if you're watching on Twitter, tell a friend, tweet, tell people to go and download that app. I appreciate you guys who have went and shared it with your colleagues and your followers. Hell, go tell your employees. If you happen to be a boss, all right, and you got employees, when you give your meeting in the morning, tell them, all right, this is what we got to get done. We're closing out the Q4. We're closing out the fourth quarter. And also download the Hot Mic app. Use the promo code Adonis. And damn it, watch your favorite commentator so you don't got to listen to Joe Buck. You don't got to listen to Troy Aikman. You don't got to listen to Jim Nance. You don't got to listen to Chris Collinsworth. You can hear who you want to hear. All right, live on the Hot Mic app. Jason H8695 says, is the Duck better than Rudolph? Right now, I'd say yeah. Right now, he has way more confidence. All right. Let's see. Packer Nation says, worst Super Bowl MVP for me is Desmond Howard. You know, worst Super Bowl MVP. I think this is a better one that we can come to a consensus on. Worst Super Bowl MVP. Let's see. Worst Super Bowl MVP. Let's go backwards. Julian Edelman, Nick Foles, Tom Brady, Von Miller, Tom Brady, Malcolm Smith, That's a suggestion. Malcolm Smith. Because I don't even think he's in the league right now. Hell, Dexter Jackson, $2. We can leave that right there. Is this matter of fact? No, I should ask you this much. Um, I'll ask you this much. Packer Nation, when you say worst Super Bowl MVP, are we talking about how their career panned out or their performance in the game? Let me know. How are we judging this? Is it primarily the performance in that Super Bowl game, or is it predicated on how their career turned out? Yordi says, Chiseled, how much do you bench? The most I've ever benched was 285. Was it 285? Or was it 295? I think it was 295. Yeah, 1 rep max. I think the most I ever benched was 295. Yeah, because I had a situation when I was bringing up 295, and I could have kept going, and then something happened, and I stopped going to the gym for like a month, and then all of those gains that I had, and I wasn't hitting it like, oh no, my workout partner, he went to St. Lucia. Shout out to Brent on Mr. Rachel World on YouTube. Shout out to him, my old high school running back. We used to always work out, and there was like maybe a year span where we were hitting it hard when it came to going to the gym. Oh, pause. We were in the gym 4 times a week, clanging and banging, pause, clanging and banging, pause. And we would go and we got all of these gains, and then he went back to St. Lucia, and I didn't have a spot, so I didn't try any heavy weight like that, and then I ended up losing my momentum. So right now, I think I can probably put up 250, no problem. And I haven't really benched in a while, but I would say, and when I say benched, I mean like going in there like, all right, this is what I'm doing today. I'll casually go get on the bench, do like 20 reps of 165, 175, and then just do that, burn out, and then go on to another exercise. But I think the most I ever did was 295. Yordi says, I'm a high school senior. I weigh 280. I'm at 285. I weigh 195. That's sensational. Keep it up, man. Keep it up. When I was in college, that was the first time I did 225 by myself because I was paranoid at doing people spotting me because I never trusted anybody holding the bar. So I never got my true 1 rep maxes when I was in high school because I just did not trust people. Greg7504 says, I benched 420 weighing 285. That's sensational. When I went to college, we had a guy named Too Strong. Oh, my Lord. This guy was ridiculous. I think he benched like he benched some ridiculous number one day. And it was one of those days, like when I got to college, that's when I started seeing, like, oh, wait a minute, we got some grown men out here. Because when we stepped into the weight room and I saw the weight that these brothers was pushing, I said, I got to step my game up. Because I had the aesthetic, all right? My abs used to poke through my sweatshirts. Anybody who went to college with me, they can tell you, I was in ridiculous shape. I had like 6% body fat. I looked like I was sculpted by the gods. You talk about Chiseled Adonis. That was me, baby. I got to get back to that. But still, it was something beautiful. Oh, my Lord. You talk about those brothers was in shape, man. Those brothers, I got to get there. You know what? Goal for 2020, bench 315. I'm saying it. I'm going to do it. Benching for 315. I'm fixing to do it. I appreciate you guys letting me know. But let's see. What do we have here? All right. Worst Super Bowl. Okay, performance. All right, Packer Nation says performance. All right, let's figure out worst Super Bowl performance. Okay, so we'll keep going backwards. I have okay, so you have Desmond Howard, Malcolm Smith. Joe Flacco, no, can't use Flacco. Eli played sensational in that Super Bowl. Aaron Rodgers played very good. Drew Brees played very good. Santonio Holmes played sensational in that final drive. Eli Manning in that one Super Bowl, he was all right. I mean, he did okay. It was nothing special, but he did okay. Peyton Manning in the Super Bowl wasn't really anything special in 2006. Hines Ward did good for his performance. Deion Branch was absolutely breathtaking. Tom Brady did his job. Dexter Jackson was he took care of business. 2 INTs. Um, Tom Brady in the first Super Bowl was all right. Um, 2000 Ray Lewis was a virtuoso performance, absolutely beautiful. Um, let's see, we're at 99 now. Kurt Warner was a masterclass performance. John Elway played extremely good. Terrell Davis took care of business. There's Desmond Howard. We're at 95. Larry Brown. Um, Larry Brown really ain't do nothing, bro. I think somebody said Larry Brown, right? Somebody said Larry Brown. I think somebody said Larry Brown. Rex Grossman's team lost. Rex Grossman, no, worst Super Bowl performance by a QB. A winning QB was Ben Roethlisberger. A losing QB, I think it was Jared Goff. A losing QB, it was Jared Goff or Rex Grossman, one of those two. Somebody said the Cooper Pot file said Larry Brown. Somebody else said Michael Rocket said Larry Brown. I'm rolling with you guys with Larry Brown, man. I think I'm going to double down on Larry Brown. I think he did worse than, because he ain't really do nothing. Desmond Howard just had that kick return. He ain't do nothing outside that kick return. Larry Brown, they just threw it straight to Larry Brown. He really ain't doing nothing. Neil O'Donnell gifted him 2 INTs. Larry Brown ain't have no blanket coverage. Then he got paid all that money to go to, was it Oakland? And he did nothing. You know what? I think I might go Larry Brown. Let's keep going backwards. We're at Larry Brown, 94 Steve Young. Come on now, 6 TDs. You got to be kidding me. It doesn't get any better than that. Before that, 93 Emmitt Smith and then Troy Aikman? Or was it Smith and then Troy Aikman? Whatever the case was, it wasn't either of those guys. Otis Anderson, he did a very good performance. No, 91 was it Mark Rippon? Was it Mark Rippon who won that? Who won that MVP? Who won the MVP in 91? I think it was Rippon. I can't say him. Otis Anderson, Montana. Rice. Great performance. Montana. I think I have Montana and Rice backwards. But both of those were very good performances. Doug Williams, you can't beat that. 86 was, who won the MVP for the Bears? Who won the MVP for the Bears Super Bowl? I don't even remember. No, I'm bugging. The Giants Super Bowl with Phil Simms, very good game. Okay, yeah. It was Aikman won the first Super Bowl and then Smith won the second one. Good Lord, who won the MVP for the Chicago in the '85 Bears in the Super Bowl? Who won the MVP? Somebody let me know who won the MVP. 84, Montana. 83, Marcus Allen. 82, wasn't that Joe Theismann? I think it was Joe Theismann. Richard Dent won the MVP. All right. Bo Jackson, Raiders. No, Bo Jackson didn't win a Super Bowl with the Raiders. Now we're at 80. You know what? I think I might have to still roll with Larry Brown, man. I can't envision anybody that was. We're now at 81. No, that's Montana. 80 was a Jim Plunkett. 79, John Stallworth. Was it John Stallworth? Won the MVP, right? Or was it Terry? No, yeah, it was John Stallworth. I don't think it was Terry Bradshaw. Yeah, I think it was John Stallworth. Bradshaw, no, he played a great game. 77 was who won the? No, 77 was Staubach. 76 for the Raiders. I can't. You know what? I'm rolling with Larry Brown. I don't think anybody. I don't think. No. Percy Femur, Walter Payton wasn't garbage in that game. They stacked the entire box for him. Was this supposed to be in? Oh, they don't want to give the ball to Cotero Patterson, and he still gets the football anyway. And heavy stomp Poppy returns it to the 28-yard line. I'm rolling with Larry Brown. I think that's my choice. I think it's Larry Brown. Dion Ball, I appreciate that. I remember it off the top of my head because I'm a football historian, man. I love football. I'm like Peyton Manning when it comes to football. I love football so much. Like, it's ridiculous. Give me football every day of the week. I'll never get bored of it. I love watching old games. I could sit here and talk about Don Hudson in the 30s. I could talk about Marion Motley. I could talk about Raymond Berry and Johnny Unitas. I just love football, man. I love sitting down with old. Here's something that you guys should do. When you go to high school football games, and if you used to play for the team or you get an opportunity to get on the field, find the referees and talk about old football with them. If you're a football historian, watch how much they light up being able to talk about football with a young guy. It's very fun. I always love it. Here we go. Handoff. No, it's Mitch Trubisky. He slides for about 6. Jordan says Adonis likes balls. Pauls. Well, that's interesting. I had no clue. Brock Suter says, do you not do NBA commentary? I do it during the playoffs. I'm gonna do a wrap up after the season is over. I'm gonna get back to isolated clips, but yeah, I'm gonna get back into those highlights. Tsunami Timo asks, bro, what's your zodiac sign? You hilarious. Oh, good lord, I hate zodiac signs. I can't stand them. I'm a Cancer, but good lord, I hate zodiac signs. It's ridiculous. There's a pass to Tariq Cohen, pickup of 2. I have a stand-up joke that I make. I'm actually going to post it when I perfect a bit. But I was talking about why is it if I don't want to sleep with a large woman, that's fat shaming. Why is it if I don't want to sleep with a Muslim woman that's Islamophobic? Why is it if I don't want to sleep with a Jewish woman that's anti-Semitic? But if I don't want to sleep, if a woman who doesn't want to sleep with me because I was born in betwixt the months of June and July, we're just not compatible. What part of the game is this? But I'm gonna expand on the joke. You guys will see it when it happens. But 3rd and 2, Mitch Trubisky looking towards his left. It's not there. He's going to use his legs. Can he pick up the first? He does. Gets out of bounds at the 35. First down for Chicago. Obviously, when you talk about a bit, it's not as funny as when you perform it. When you see it in footage, you'll see it. I actually have some stand-up videos I have to upload. I have a video I'm supposed to upload this week from when I was at Harlem. I don't know why I haven't posted it yet. I got to get that for you guys. But 1st and 10 for the Bears. 13 of 18 for Mitch Trubisky. 129 yards. 2 TDs, 1 INT. Here we go. From the 33, Trubisky, time in the pocket, not so much. He's taken down for the sack at the 24. Loss of 9. It's Michael. The police may or may not have arrested me. Rightfully Bennett. With the sack. Look at the penetration. He never stopped. No does not mean anything to that man. And we've got 369 people in the building on YouTube. Do me a favor. If you have not clicked the like button already, click that like button. Here we go. Mitch Trubisky, 2nd and 18. Pass over the middle. Caught by his man. Pickup of 10 yards. Going to set up 2nd and 8. Scorpion King 116 says, do you support autism awareness? Yes, I support autism awareness. I mean, I haven't donated money to it. I mean, verbally I support it. I get rid of autism. Nobody wants to have that happen right now. Or any sort of diseases, period, or any sort of, things that take away from people having normal lives. You don't want to have a situation like that. So anything to make the world a better place where people are more healthy, I am for it. All right, here we go. Mitch Trubisky takes the snap. He's in empty. Dumps the ball off. It's Cordero Patterson. Heavy stomp Poppy. Makes a good lord. What did he just do? Cordero Patterson, the grown man, he just took this man's ankles. Put the camera on the man's ankles he just took. Heavy stomp Poppy with the first down. You got to be kidding me. That's a grown man out there. Look what he just... Is that Xavier Woods? Oh, my Lord in heaven. You talk about taking somebody's ankles. He stomped 3 different times and said, take a look at my stomp. Go to the floor. You can't tackle me. Little boy. Oh, my Lord. You talk about open field vision. Give me your ankles. Rogue podiatrist in the form of Cordero Patterson. Don't send me to medical school. I know how to operate on ankles on football fields. Play action fake. Mitch Trubisky looking left. He throws the football to a shoeless Riley Ridley. Pickup of 4 yards. It's a new day. Yes, it is. It's a broke ankle. Yes, it is. Look at the shoe. Look at the shoe. Yoshi! Got right off of his leg. The shoe said, all right, I'm going to head out. And just got away from his foot. My Lord. Patterson may have just taken Woods' Achilles. You are absolutely right. W.Y. Diggy. 7 plays, 56 yards, approaching 4-minute drive. Look at Cordero Patterson at the bottom of the screen. Hand off to David Montgomery Burns. He's got enough for a Bears first down. He's down exactly at the 20. You know what? They need to utilize Cordero Patterson more. I believe it was Minnesota who utilized this man the best when it came to actually getting him the football offensively. There's Wims. Can't forget the injury. I think they're giving us an update. See, it's a questionable return. He's dealing with a knee injury. So it turns out it's not the shin. Hopefully he's all right. I said Riley Reed. I thought I said Riley Ridley. A handoff to Cordero Patterson. He's going nowhere this time. They said my ankles will not be taken. I've had enough of your assault on people's feet. What is your issue with feet, Cordero Patterson? And Matt Nagy is not happy. Somebody must have missed a block. Whatever the case is, I know Mitch Trubisky's ears just popped because he just screamed into that headset. Percy Femer says, do I think Ruiz is going to win again? Absolutely not. I think Anthony Joshua knocks him out within 4 rounds. The first fight, Joshua didn't look like he wanted to be there. It looked like he was looking straight through Ruiz. 2nd and 15, pass short, caught by Tariq Cohen. The Chicago midget picks up 6. They're going to mark it at 5. He marks it in between. So most likely it's going to mess around and be 5. Setting up 3rd and 10 from the 20-yard line. Oh, it was a direct snap to Cordero Patterson. Well, that was stupid. 3rd and 9 from the 19-yard line. Trubisky telling the people to play. Oh, it's trips. It's trips. They could run this post here. Is Allen Robinson? No, Allen Robinson's on the play side in the slot. Run the cross. Have the shallow on the weak side. Run the cross with Robinson. He cuts out. There's the corner. He should have ran the cross. Oh, no, there was some footsies. There's going to be a flag on the play. Xavier Woods' feet is not doing the Cowboys justice at all on this drive. They might just call pass interference. Oh, no. Yeah, Jordan, your head's in the gutter, man. They're going to, oh, he tugged his jersey. What are you doing? Man was singing Bow Wow. Let me hold you. Then he went back in time and turned on some Luther Vandross. Let me hold you tight. If only for one night. There won't be a flag. Oh no, the ref threw it on the floor. That doesn't rhyme because I'm not a musical artist. Regardless, it's a first down for the damn Bears. And they got the ball at the 14. 1st and 10. Mitch Trubisky takes the snap, throws it right. Anthony Miller, a couple of blocks. He's headed into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. 23-7 lead in the Windy City. Everybody's eating churros. The fat people are starting to sing, "Da Bears, da Bears, da Bears." And down in Dallas, you see nothing but Cowboys fans. What happened? What's going on with that defense? If they make the field goal here or the extra point here, it's going to become a 3-possession game. I don't think our offense can score 3-possession games. I don't know what's going on. We're supposed to be them boys. Remember when they said we were Super Bowl contenders? We're not looking like that right now. What is the defense doing? Let's see what's going to happen after the extra point. Eddie Pinheiro lines up from 33 yards out, kicks it through the uprights. It's good. They're losing by 17 points. What are we doing? We're supposed to be better than that. Where's Jalen Smith? Where's Sean Lee? Where's Byron Jones? Where's Xavier Woods? Where's Awuzie? What is Tank Lawrence doing? Why can't they keep scoring touchdowns on us? Why are you holding on? We're supposed to be their boys. We're not supposed to lose like these. But the Bears now with a 17-point lead, up 24-7. Good Lord, what in the world are the Cowboys doing? Opening possession for the Bears. Down the field, get a TD here. You kidding me? Mitch Trubisky, 3 TD passes on the day. absolutely nothing is going in the favor of the Bears. Or I should say of the Cowboys. I don't know why I said the Bears. Good Lord. Disappointment on the face of all Cowboys fans. Skip Bayless is throwing his jersey in the trash as we speak. Hopefully he is. That'd be hilarious. Jeffrey Dahmer is headed to the field. Ted Bundy is headed to the field. They have condoms in hand. They're not going to use them because they like it raw. They're going to go sideways, up the butthole, no Vaseline, with sandpaper as lube. It's looking bad for the Cowboys. Get your rectal sphincters ready. It's not going to be a good night in the Windy City for Dallas. Back to Twitter world we go. Hoodies A says Rhea Ripley finally going to end Shayna reign. You know what? I think they probably will. I hope Shayna wins, but I think that's probably what's going to happen. All right. That one guy over there, oh shit, Chiseled Adonis, hey man, you make the realest content, keep it up. I appreciate you guys, man. Dominus Aciaron, I think that's how it's pronounced. I apologize for butchering your name. He says, bro, yeah, and he's been responding to fans. It's lit. I don't consider any of you guys fans, man. You guys are supporters. We're all part of this big-ass family, man. You guys are, you know what I'll call it? I'll say we are partners in Hold My Nuggets Incorporated. I think that's the best way to go. I don't like, I was going to say, you know, this Adonis family, but that sounds weird. We're just all partners in Hold My Nuggets Incorporated. We'll figure that one out, man. Yeah, Hoodies A, I think Shayna is probably going to end up losing the title, but I hope she defends it. Jumpman says, Chiseled Adonis, I swear if this man don't get an astronomical levels of slander. This is why I need something to drink. Good Lord. In the next video, I think he's speaking about Brett Maher. Brett Maher has missed 10 field goals this season. That's more than any kicker in a single season in the last 4 years. Good Lord. Wow. That's brutal. I think that may be a lie, though, because Chris Boswell missed, oh, no, he just missed 11 combined field goals. Field goal and extra point. There goes the kick. It will be fielded in bounds. So, Twitter world, you might just have to wait. Here goes the return. Tackled after picking up about 22 yards. Down. Oh, no. Wait. Why are they saying the football? What's wrong with this guy? What are you talking about? Down at the 26-yard line. Look at that. Oh, look at the hairline on number 23. Oh, my Lord. It looks like a puzzle piece. Look at the hairline on number 23. Why would his barber do that to him? Sean Lee looks extremely, like, he looks goth. What are you guys talking about, bro? I was in my alignment, my assignment, responsibility. What are you talking about? Don't ever tell me I missed a tackle. Stop playing with me, bro. All right, here we are at 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. What you talking about, bro? Deck has the ball. Trips towards his left. Pass over the middle is going to be dropped with his hand to his hand. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Looks like they're going to do away with the run game. We're not going to have Ezekiel Elliott get the run game going. All right, it seems like they're about to go and do away with it. All right, who is that to? Was that Randall Cobb? No, that was Amari Cooper. Yeah, that was Amari Cooper. Yeah, not really the best pass. Not the best pass. 2nd and 10. Trips bunch on the right-hand side. Run a clear out. Get this ball to Witten. Throws it left to Zeke. What happened to his hands? Incomplete again. Incomplete again. What is going on with the Cowboys? Jason Garrett not clapping too much. First Cowboys drive. 4 for 4 on 3rd down. 7 first down. 75 yards. Thus far, they've only got how many first downs? I think none. Maybe 1. Ridiculous. They cannot convert. Malcolm Campbell puts 5 on it. Cody Park, you put your goddamn head back down. You ain't lying. Dak going deep. He has a chance. Overthrows Blake Jarwin. He threw it to the Crickets. He threw it to the Cowboys Super Bowl this side of the millennium. But nobody was there. Incomplete. 3 and out. Chicago has an opportunity here. You know what? If Cordero Patterson gets this ball fielded into his hand, I hope they put him back there on the punt return. Most likely he's going to mess around and beat Anthony Miller or Tariq Cohen. But I would like to make sure that it's Cordero Patterson. Yeah, it's Tariq Cohen who's back there. I don't understand why they don't put Cordero Patterson on punt return. I know there's some people who are very good at kick returns primarily, but damn it, leave the person on specials. Let them do all kinds of specials. I would rather have Cordero Patterson back there, but he's going to be rushing to possibly get a punt block. That's not what happens. It's going to be fielded. You know what? He's got a chance. Tariq Cohen's got a chance. He's got a little bit of butterfingers. Picks it back up. He's going out of bounds. But yeah, if the Bears score here, I'm saying the game is going to be put away, man. I'm not one to say it's over until it's over, but the Cowboys have zero spark offensively. They look like they're weary on defense. You know what? Doggone it. Clarity. You said why Cowboys don't understand they need to run the ball. Garrett looking like he's checked out. They can't at this point. You're down 3 possessions, and for some apparent reason, whenever the Cowboys find themselves in a hole, they abandon stuff. Mind you, you got a ton of time. 3 touchdowns. If you get 3 stops on offense and you put together a good amount of drives and utilize a balanced attack, you really can run the football. It's not like you got to do away with it completely, but you just saw 3 consecutive plays. They didn't try to pass it at all. They've checked out. Yo, we ain't running this football, dog. I'm right there with you. The Cowboys need to get the run game going. I'm right there with you. But they have checked out, bro. They checked out. You are absolutely right. They checked out. Cubs Kid 754 says, you look like a typical Cowboys fan. Who, me? I must have missed with the references. There's a channel named Gohan with Down syndrome. That's hilarious. Dak threw it to Jason Garrett's resigning contract, but wait, there was nothing there. Oh, I look like Jason Garrett. Oh, because I was clapping. Thank you very much. All right, Seheb 14. I know I was gonna butcher your name, so I just said Seheb. 14 says, good cast, Adonis. I appreciate you. All right. Them boys looking terrible right now. Let me go to Twitter world. Jumpman says, oh no, I've dealt with Jumpman. Stephen Oates says, if given the opportunity to be an offensive coordinator for any team, what kind of offensive scheme I would run? I would run. My offensive scheme would be very unorthodox because it would be all over the place. It would be nothing traditional. Aaron Sherwood puts $4.99 on it. I think Dak is trying to throw to his $40 million a year contract. Either that or it's Jason Garrett's job, because neither exists. You are absolutely correct. But if I were to be an offensive coordinator, it would be a very unorthodox sort of offense. I would run every formation in the book. I would make sure I have a very highly educated offense, hence why I think I would fail. Because I wouldn't try to be innovative, but I would make things so simple it would seem ridiculously complicated. Because it'd be like, all right, this is the play call here. If this doesn't work, and more importantly, this is where it would become complicated. I would run just a straight up no huddle offense. Straight up no huddle offense. I would keep giving you a series of plays. All right, if you get this look, this is the play. You get this look, this is the play. You improvise. I'd put all of the power in the hands of the quarterback. But I would have set sort of formations that I would like to have seen here. So if we're going spread, call your own play from spread. We're going wishbone, go wishbone, which should not work in the NFL. Go wishbone, run from over there. All right, we go on wildcat, here's the series of plays that you can run. I would simply call formations, you call your plays. It'd be very unorthodox. It would not work. I think it'd be kind of like the wildcat in 2008. It worked for a season, and then everybody would figure me out. And then while I'm trying to fix it, the organization would be like, yo, get this guy the hell up out of here. What's the matter with him? He's playing Madden on the field. Fire him. All right, 2nd and 11. Mitch Trubisky, pass over the middle, called by Tariq Cohen. I'm not a fan of that pass. But a pickup of 1 back to the original line of scrimmage. Mass Spec 9, yes, wishbone, bro. Wishbone. I'm not saying primarily I'd run the wishbone. I just use it as a point of reference. I probably would never run the wishbone offense, but it's the first offense that came to mind, which was ridiculous. I'd be out there running like freaking triple options, like you're in freaking Staten Island in high school. 3rd down conversions, they're 6 for 7 thus far on the day. Trips towards the left. Trubisky takes the snap. He actually has somebody in the slot open. Pass broken up, incomplete. They're gonna get a 3 and out. Jalen Smith making a play. Xavier says Chip Kelly, kind of, kind of. Okay, Cubs kid 754 keeps saying you look like Jason Garrett. Then he says Pac-Man Jones. Well, that's odd. Some observation hockey is terrible. Yeah, but what happened to his hands as he dropped the football? 4th and 8. There's the punt. Cordero Patterson is hauling ass to get down there, but unfortunately Randall Cobb, oh, no, that's not Randall Cobb, that's Tavon Austin, doesn't get an opportunity to get going. You know, I'm curious. Why haven't we seen Tavon Austin used in the offense? Granted, he's nothing special. Remember when Tavon Austin wanted money like he thought he could be paid like Julio Jones? That was a funny situation. But let me see. Okay. Mars Mr. Coach SpongeBob must be ready to spaz, says MLA. Neek says, talking about worst Super Bowl winners. What about the 1971 Baltimore Colts? An opposing player on the Cowboys won. Yes, I think that was Lilly. Was it Bob Lilly? It was Lilly who won the MVP for Super Bowl 5. Was it Bob Lilly? I think it was Bob Lilly. Was his name Bob Lilly? I think it was Bob Lilly. But yeah, that was terrible. That was a terrible game. 5 turnovers, I think. That was brutal. I actually watched it back. It was brutal. King, Ariz. This man is hilarious. I appreciate you. For tuning in. Gap Tooth Assassin. So we agree Nate Peterman had the worst QB performance ever in the history of football. No. I wouldn't say he had the worst performance in the history of football. 5 INTs in a first half is brutal, but I can't say he had the worst performance because we've seen quarterbacks throw 6 INTs in a game and they did nothing. So I don't know, but he's up there. But I don't know. Jason 8695 says, what do you do when you have 3 tests tomorrow? I study while laughing at the stream. Well, a lot of people study differently. I was able to study while multitasking because when I would sit here and just try to focus, singularly on the work with nothing else going on, I never could really get things done. I feel like if my mind is elsewhere and then I could look at something that catches my attention, that way I process information, much faster. It's very odd. It's similar to how I write for stand-up. If I was to sit down and say I'm about to have a writing session, I cannot do it. But in the midst of this stream, I've had a ton of different ideas that come to mind. I'm like, okay, I'll keep the mental note for this one. I'll keep a mental note for this one. I'll keep a mental note for this one. And all of a sudden, things are flowing. So, do what has worked. James Benora says, puts 5 on it, says, if them boys don't score this drive, I'm going back to my Xbox. By the way, thanks for the content, bro. Been my favorite YouTuber for years now. I appreciate your support, man. I appreciate your support. And for everybody who tuned in on YouTube, if you have not clicked the like button, do me a favor, click that like button. And more importantly, download the Hot Mic app. All of the links are in the description, but if you need me to put it into the comment section, there it is for you. All right, if you got an Android, pre-register for the app. When it get released, you'll already have access to it. If you got iOS, download the app. Use the promo code Adonis. It is absolutely free. All right, 2nd and 10. Pickup of 8 to Jason Witten. Back to Twitter world we go. Jamal, oh heavens to Betsy, Dallas out here playing as Melvin Van Horn. Absolutely. Bitter Samurai, Marv Glover and Scooter Magruder on suicide watch. They just might be. Amari Cooper on the sideline. Looking at him standing there. Looking like a female dog. All right. Brandon Chewy Black holding on to the defense. Holding on to the defense. A mother was holding on to the strength of a mother. Jersey. All right. Desmond Edmonds, stepdad Christmas gift is a Cowboys cup. Dak rolling towards his left, taking down. And who the hell grabbed him? Who grabbed him? Is that a fumble? They said he was down by contact. But who got the sack? None other than the representative of Mark Morrison. Why? Because you see that 52, you know what we about to sing. Return of the Mac. It is Return of the Mac. Come on, Return of. Oh my God, you know that he'd be back. Here I am, Return of the Mac. Khalil Mack with the sack. You kidding me? 4th and 10. The Cowboys offense doing nothing with the football. Nothing. There's Tariq Cohen, a couple of blocks out in front. Chicago midget to the 46, 45-yard line. Amanda Weekly puts $4.99 on it. Says, as a fellow Steeler fan, my husband watches your videos all the time. Watches all your videos. He wants to know if you agree that Minka is headed towards Palomalu type status. As of right now, he definitely is looking like it. Percy FEMA says Chiseled Adonis needs to get into the Comedy Store. Working on it. Next year, the goal is to perform. Here's the thing. I want to go to the Funny Bone, Caroline's, Laugh Factory. What's the spot in DC? Is that the Funny Bone? All I know is the DC Improv. I want to get to all of those different locations, but it's entirely on me. I want to do 200 shows next year. Come hell or high water, I want to be on stage 200 shows. Whether that's, me going at a college show, whether that's a open mic, whether that's in a bar, whether that's anywhere, that's what the goal is. All right, but them boys doing nothing. Cowboys fans in their house right now. Oh, no. Who turned on the stereo while they playing the 90s song, Return of the Mac? I hate that song. I listen to it every single day. But today, I don't want to hear it because that galvanizes Khalil Mack to make sacks. When Khalil Mack gets sacks, that means he sacks Dak Prescott. If Dak Prescott gets sacked, the Dallas Cowboys can't score. If the Cowboys can't score, we can't come back. If we can't come back, we're going to lose. I don't want to lose. We're supposed to beat them boys. Here we go. Leon says, do you think your jokes will work at colleges with them being so SJW? I think so, because I think I can captivate an audience, and more importantly, when all else fails, crowd work. If the material is failing, crowd work, because I can come up with something on the fly. I will talk to you. I will get off of the stage with the mic, go into, and my favorite thing to say is whenever I go off the script, it reminds me of that when The Rock returned to I think it was it Raw, when he saw somebody dressed as Randy Savage, Hulk Hogan, and he stopped, he looked at the cameras, this is when we go off the script, and then he went out the ring. That's literally me. If things begin to fail, screw the material. If I'm about to bomb, I'm chasing everybody out the room. I use the Patrice O'Neal method. I will roast the hell out of the thing. Mind you, Bill Burr is one of my favorite comedians. All right, and I worship this man's Philly roast. So if you think I'm about to just sit over here and be miserable since you're not getting the material, we about to all be miserable. I am roasting everybody in the room. Whether the jokes hit or they don't, it's going to be a movie. All right, it'll be hitting on social media. In person, it's going to suck. But when you post it back, yo, this guy's a legend, man. Yo, he's out here with it, man. He roasted everybody, man. Allen Robinson, pickup of 6 yards, 2nd and 4 from the 48-yard line. Mitch Trubisky takes the snap, handoff to David Montgomery Burns. Just shook somebody out of their cleats. Kidding me? First down for the Bears. Telling you, if they hold this drive into the fourth quarter, game done, man. Bears tight ends, look at the yards after the catch. 50 yards after the catch. But in betwixt the weeks of 7 and 13, they've only had 42 yards. They've only had 42 yaks. And this game alone, they have 50 yards after the catch. In Cowboys territory now. Mitch, I'm not a bitch, Trubisky trips to his left. Handoff to David Montgomery Burns. He's going to be stopped after a pick. Oh, wow. Look at those legs turning. The ball is loose. The ball is loose. It's picked up by Jalen Samuels. Oh, I said Jalen Samuels. It's picked up by Jalen Smith. So the Pittsburgh Steelers fan out of me come out. Good Lord. He's got a little bit of butterfingers. Butterfingers. Turn on the Dreadlocks Bible. You don't turn it on because it's the E-Bible. Look at this. Oh, there's a little bit of a face mask here. Look at the fumble taken right out of his hands. David Montgomery Burns could not go all the way down. That toe is not touching. Well, his toes are touching the ground, but the shin is not down. That ball is loose. It's coming out. Could you hear it squirt out of there? There was a little bit of secretion coming from the cervix because that ball squirted out of the man's hands. Jalen Samuels opened his Bible to Revelation Dreadlocks 4 verses 3. I need to come up with a verse. My mind just went blank. I'm gonna leave it alone. We're just gonna leave that ambiguous. Make that verse what you want. Good Lord, my mind just went blank. It's like the first time that I got on stage. All right, Dak Prescott pass over the middle, caught by Amari Cooper for about a 7-yard pickup. My Lord, you kidding me? What would you like to eat tonight? Some apple turnovers. What I tell you guys, the next turnover would be a fumble. But it wasn't Dak. Dak, 2nd and 4, looking towards his right. Oh, my Lord in heaven. Oh, my Lord in heaven, Michael Gallup. Michael Gallup, what in the world? Is this man's hands anemic? Is his hands made of stone? I heard that when you look at his hands, they say, we're Jerobo of the Southgate. Because right now, everybody on the sideline is asking themselves, what happened to his hands? This man can't catch anything. Good Lord on heaven. 3rd and 4. Get that on the ground. Broken up. What do the Cowboys do here? Is this considered 4-down territory? Great pass breakup. 4th and 4. Jason Garrett does not look like he's having a good time. Oh, my Lord in heaven. So here you are correct. You do need to find me somewhere to park next time I come to Philly, man. 4th and 4. Dallas's offense stays on the field. 2:26 left to play. Cowboys trailing 24-7. And here we go. Dak takes the snap. 3-man pass rush. He's got it all the time. Pass over the middle. It's going to be caught. Caught by Michael Gallup. He found his hands. What do you know? This man came to play. Dallas moving the chains. I have not drank water or any fluid in over 40 plus minutes. Surprisingly, my mouth is not dry. You talk about a great pass from Dak to Michael Gallup, keeping the drive alive, keeping the Cowboys comeback alive. Well, quest of a comeback alive. From the 26-yard line, Dak takes the snap, pass over the middle, caught again. Michael Gallup, his gloves have some stickum. He's no longer asking himself, what happened to my hands? He finally found them. Dak under duress, nearly about to get sacked. Proud Patriot puts 2 on it, says, you called it. There are no hands on them boys' field. I said that they wouldn't have no hands. Evidently, Michael Gallup has found his hands. Here we go. Momentum on the side of the Cowboys. Hand off to Zeke. He'd pick up about 7 yards, 6 yards. He's going to be down at the 5. Sense of urgency here for Dallas, although they necessarily don't need it. 17-point deficit. Gallup going to the sideline after having 3 drops on the day. 4 drops, I believe. Yeah, it was 3 drops. 3 drops on the day. This man with 3 catches for like 30-some yards. He's spitting on his gloves, trying to get some more, of that traction there. 2nd and 4. Trips towards the left. Tight end is Jason Witten on the left-hand side. It's a handoff to Zeke. Zeke gets some positive yardage. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. We're going to have a 3rd and 1 situation. 39 seconds on the clock. Still rolling. 3 timeouts apiece. Chuck Pagano trying to desperately stop the Dallas defense. Why the camera's just going to zoom in on the damn play sheet like that? Somebody fixing to just, take a freeze frame and send that to the opposing team. But here we go. Handoff to Zeke. Oh no! Participating in the Frankenstanza challenge. He stopped short. Does not pick up the first down. I would not trust Brett Maher to go and kick the extra, field goal. Keep the offense on the field. We're going to go into the 4th quarter with the most important play of the game there for the Cowboys. Referee, stop the damn game. Dak, where is your awareness? You should have known that this was going to the end of the quarter, man. You should know better than this. But here we go, man. Here we go. One quick look to Twitter world. Let me just catch up on what's going on Twitter world. We're going to speed right through this. All right. King Ariz says, give this man more clout. Mark Ackerman says, I can imagine Des Bryant saying this about Dallas crisis right now, losing game, and they said I wasn't the problem. Absolutely. Des is laughing all day long. Ryan Clear puts 5 on it. Do you think the Steelers with Duck Hodges can beat this Cowboys team? Without question. Because the Cowboys offense is where the questions are right now. Defensively, they haven't really played the best defense thus far this particular game. But the Steelers defense is firing on all cylinders. I think they'll be able to corral that Cowboys offense. And more importantly, turn turnovers into points. Champagne Kennedy, good Lord, I have not seen this brother in a minute. I must be bugging. This dude been a long time supporter. Mitch, I ain't a bitch Trubisky over Dakota Prescott. Don't at me. I think he meant to say Dak. But yeah, Amir Singh took a screenshot of the dude's hairline, number 23, looking like a puzzle piece. Here we go. Dak throwing to Carson Wentz's MVP. Interesting. Bit of Samurai, Return of the Mac. World's Greatest Grandma, Hit the Music. Q Harlan, Turn Up That Stereo. Desmond Edmond, it was actually a Cowboys trash can. And I think we're all caught up on Hot Mic. But yeah, no, I think we're all caught up on Twitter, in Twitter world. On YouTube, Yang Vang says, come on, I almost made Ross laugh. So he didn't laugh? I'm shocked. I'll watch it back after the game. Let's see. How long would this field goal be, says Victor. This would be a 21-yard field goal. Most likely. Yeah, this would be a 21-yard field goal. Candace Leach says, and now no Cowboys. No. We'll see what happens. John Lindsay says, Super Bowl matchup in my mind right now. I do not have one. When it gets to week 16, that's when I can start saying, hey, we'll see. But right now, it's still far too early for me. Thornhart 86 says, how are them boys a top 10 defense? Strictly through statistics. When you look at them on the field, you can see why they are categorized as a top 10, but they're a lower top 10 defense. They're not something that when you show up on a Sunday or a Monday or a Thursday, you feel fear about playing against them. Here we go. 4th and 1 from the 2. They're in the I formation, heavy set. Do not be surprised if they run a play action fake trying to get the ball to Jason Witten. It's going to be a clear run. Zeke gets the handoff. He falls forward. The ball goes into the end zone. Does he maintain possession? The referees say yes, it's a touchdown. But Chicago looks to be assured that they have possession. I say it is indeed a TD. They desperately needed a score. The Bears are saying, look at the review. All touchdowns are reviewed, so we will see what the call is. Here's the replay. There's Zeke. He's squirting forward. That is a touchdown. All possession of the football goes into the end zone, cuts the 24 unanswered points by the Chicago Bears, and finally gets some points on the board. What was 99 doing? This man is looking backwards when the damn play is over there. What are you doing a spin move on 4th and 1? You're doing get him out of there, coach. Get him out of there. Zeke on the day, 83 yards and 2 TDs. Here's Brett Maher for the extra point to make it a 10-point game. He's taking his necessary steps. Sean Flores says game is over. Brett Maher's extra point is good. 24-14, 14:55 left to play in the 4th quarter. Can Dallas come back, take their receipt to the sperm bank, and get their comeback? Or will Chicago march back down the field, extend this lead, possibly take the dead Namekian to the funeral home because they're looking to put the nail in the coffin? We'll see what happens after the Bud Light commercial and we return back to the game. Desmond Edmond, you know you're right. I thought it was going to hook left too, but damn it, it didn't. Electable Dane says, see what happens when you run the damn ball? You absolutely right. Cowboys ain't shit. You ain't lying. Razzlepuss says, 4th and Jason Garrett's job. Absolutely. James Benora puts 2 on it again. Takeaway and touchdown. Man of my word, I guess, LOL. You are indeed a man of your word. If you did not know what James is doing, he's putting $1 on it for every Cowboys touchdown and takeaway. We've seen 2 Cowboys takeaways, an INT and a fumble recovery, and we've also seen 2 Zeke touchdowns. So James has put 4 on it on the day. There's the kickoff by Brett Maher. Let it bounce. Let it bounce. It could go out of bounds. There it is. There's the flag. Illegal procedure. There go the Cowboys with another mistake. It's going out of bounds. Maher might just be out of his job by tomorrow. And Cordero Patterson doesn't even have to activate his dreadlock powers. The ball's going to be advanced to the 40-yard line. This is what you don't need. Shades of Casey in Super Bowl 38? Was it Casey? Who's the kicker for the Carolina Panthers who kicked it out of bounds and put Brady in rather favorable position in that Super Bowl against with the Carolina Panthers and New England Patriots? Good Lord, what is wrong with this man? What's wrong with him? I want to keep the ball away from Cordero Patterson, so I'm just going to kick it out of bounds and give him good field position. Mitch Trubisky takes the snap, handoff, David Montgomery Burns. He does not get out of bounds, but he does carry it for a pickup of 5 yards, 2nd and 5 from the 45. John Casey, I freaking knew it was John. Knew it was John. I didn't want to say John because I felt like as if, you know what, I don't want to say John because it seems like a generic name and I'll mess around and get it wrong. Mass Spec 9 says Adonis' favorite healthy snack. Good Lord, that's a good question. I have no clue. I have absolutely no clue. Nutri-Grain bar maybe? Granola bar maybe? Favorite healthy snack? Lord, I have no clue. 2nd and 5. Mitch, I'm not a Mitch Trubisky. Takes the snap. Got some time. Pass looking left. Completely misses Allen Robinson. But there goes the flag. Laundry on the field. Byron Jones looking around like what just happened. And I forgot to celebrate and rejoice with the Cowboys fans down in Dallas. So it may be a little bit late. But better late than never. Yeah! Ezekiel Elliott scored on 4th and go. It don't matter if you think you're going to count us out. It's the top of the 4th quarter. What that mean? We them boys. We taking a receipt to the sperm bank. We making a comeback. We not going to let the Bears beat us. It's going to be one of the best comebacks on Monday Night Football. They counted us out. We about to count ourselves in. And we going to count ourselves in into the NFC East crown because we going to get 6 rings. Why? Because we got Tech Attack. Zeke is back. Coop going to make it, Coop. We them boys. 1st and 10 from the 45 of the Cowboys. Moses puts 199 on it. Good Lord, what a pass and catch. What a pass and catch to Allen Robinson. Oh my, this man, Mitch Trubisky, is taking some chances with the football tonight, fellas. He is taking some chances with the football tonight. With Tank Lawrence weighing him down, back off his back foot, falling away, finds Allen Robinson, all blanketed up. The pass in betwixt 2 Cowboys and gets the completion. What a pass. What a pass. But like I was saying, Moises Lugardo, sorry about that. Was that Brett Maher or was it Nick Folk? Put your motherfucking head back down. Hand off to David Montgomery Burns. No, it was a Genjutsu. Mitchell Trubisky keeps it. He goes into the end zone. Touchdown Bears. Mitch, I'm not a bitch. Trubisky's got his legs working. He don't need to use a landline because he's mobile. He dialed up voicemail, called his own number, went into the end zone, and the Bears respond ridiculously fast. Inside 2 minutes, go up 30-14, and the Cowboys fans who were just rejoicing out here singing to themselves, no, what are we doing? Why can't we stop Allen Robinson? We're supposed to be elite. We can't stop anybody defensively. The Bears offense that struggle all year find a way to get into the end zone. Mitch Trubisky out here looking like Randall Cunningham, looking like Michael Vick, looking like Lamar Jackson, looking like Cam Newton, looking like Fred Carrington, looking like Steve Young. Why can't we stop him? He's not even known for using his legs. That's a lie. He is known for using his legs. We gotta stop him next time he comes out, but we gotta score. We just cut the deficit, and now it's back to 17. We're supposed to beat that boys. Here we go. What a play. What a play by Mitch Trubisky. And damn it, that's how the white man runs the football. Get Stone Cold Steve Austin on the field right now. That is how the white man runs the football. Put some respect on the Caucasian men who are ball carriers. You talk about a run. My Lord, what a fake. What a fake. We got ourselves a football game, fellas. Get the excitement up. Oh, my Lord. Mitch is not a liability. Jared Goff is looking in the mirror. Why can't I be like that? Good Lord, what a play. What a play. And suddenly Jeffrey Dahmer and Ted Bundy are back headed towards the field, and they're getting condoms in hand. Alfredo Meyer says the necrophilia challenge is beginning in Chicago. We will see if those condoms will be put to use. But of course, we know they both like it raw with crowbars. And they're going to shove it up the doggone rectal sphincter of the Cowboys. Sideways, no Vaseline, no lube, sandpaper as a substitute of lube. Sideways, it's going to be interesting. Holy Toledo, 17-point lead, 31-14 in favor of the Bears in the Windy City, in Chicago. What a game. What a game. Trubisky is balling tonight. Balling tonight. That early INT had me a little bit worried. I'm not going to lie. He had me a little bit worried, but he came to play. Brandon Chewy Black says, odds on doing a stand-up in Worcester, Massachusetts. If so, hit me up when you coming, bro. I will keep you guys posted. Please drag Dallas in the next video. Please, 6 rings. I definitely will. The Carter Show. Treyway says, we good thick. Who's going to stop us now? We them boys. We going to win the Super Bowl. Q Harlan says, Brett Maher. Yeesh. Amir Singh says, Maher fixing to be cut and end up on the Patriots by Sunday. Who knows? Nobody important, that's a hilarious name, says all I can hear is Trubisky, as Trubisky runs it for the touchdown, as Chiseled Adonis calling the play. Give me your ankles. Absolutely. Q Harlan, Bears fans will look at Trubisky's performance in one of 2 ways. 1, Mitch is not a bitch and he's making plays, or 2, goddamn Dallas sucks. You are absolutely correct. John Robles says maybe Mitchell Trubisky's nickname should be Mitch the Cowboys are my bitch Trubisky. You think Chiseled Adonis? Hey, it's a possibility. Who knows? And with 13:22 left to play, Bears with a 31-14 lead. Kick out of the end zone. And here come the Dallas Cowboys onto the field with a 17-point deficit. Trubisky on the day has been flat out balling, responsible for 4 TDs. This man has been making great reads, making tight passes, out here looking like Brett Favre the way he's threading the needle. Good Lord, he needs to be knitting a scarf the way he's threading the needle out here, man. Dude is balling. Empty formation, Zeke going in motion. Dak takes the snap. 4-man pass rush. Here come the Bears. Dak all kinds of time. He doesn't have time to escape. No, he does avoid one. Throws the football up. It's going to be incomplete. No flags on the field. I thought Dak might have messed around and took a sack. Amir says pass the ball to Cooper. He needs fantasy points. Mitch ate a Sinzu bean. It's highly probable. The L train is slowly approaching. Slam Donkey says return of the Mac again. It's a possibility. Just missed that music. Your boy Ken says Mitch trying to save his job. You damn right. Dak takes the snap. 2nd and 10. Rolling towards his right. Does he escape the pass rush? No, he does not. He does get rid of the football. Will the referees mark him down? Here's the conversation. They're trying to figure out if they're going to mark him down. Let's take a look as he tries to escape the pass rush here. He could not get away. You know what? I would call that an incomplete pass. He threw it, but that should be intentional grounding. You know what? No, he's out of the pocket. He's way out of the pocket. That's not intentional grounding. He's out of the pocket. Yeah, he's out of the pocket. Huh. Oh, boy. Here we go. Oh, wow. Wow. No, it was intentional grounding. Well, there it is. 3rd and 22. Dak takes the snap, steps up, pass incomplete, and he gets drilled. And who hit him? He didn't throw it past the line of scrimmage. He didn't throw it to the line of scrimmage, correct. But who hit him? Damn it, was it Khalil Mack? I was hoping it was Khalil Mack. I was about to start singing, but Mack was on the left-hand side. No, it wasn't Mack. Damn it, I was hoping it was Mack. I was about to start singing. Pierre-Louis got a hit on him. 4th and 22, they got a punt. Oh, boy, are you feeling the Chicago punt return? Are you feeling it? Because they got nothing but space. Tariq Cohen, oh, my Lord. Tariq Cohen's really got butterfingers when it comes to these punt return thing tonight. That's his second time putting the ball on the ground. Stay on the field, Tariq. Where you going? Oh, Jason Witten is fired up. He is not happy. He said, I lost my hair. How many times? I used Rogaine foam. I used Bonsley. It's not growing back. I should have went back into the commentary booth, but then I sucked. It would have been me and Booker McFarland talking about nothing on Monday Night Football, and we would have lost all our viewers because everybody's coming to Hot Mic to listen to the Chiseled Adonis that you can download on the App Store and also on Google Play because it's better to listen to the Chiseled Adonis than listen to our bum asses on Monday Night Football. Old man Witten doing nothing this season. I actually thought coming into the season he would pass Des Bryant to become the all-time leading, touchdown, all-time Dallas leading touchdown catcher. But that was not the case. Ha! Razzlepuss says Witten pissed somebody drank his prune juice. James Bonora puts 2 on it. How much I got to pay for them to fire Jason Garrett? Man, you might have to open up the checkbook, but you're going to have to pay Jerry Jones, not me. Percy Fema says the Bears are my team. Can I get a 4 what son tonight? You'll get one when we talk about the Cowboys fans who thought they would have won. And when the Cowboys stepped on the field, they said, man, I bet all my money on this. 4 what, son? I cheer for this bum-ass team doing nothing. Chase Harris says, I came out of retirement for this to lose to a dude named Mitch. Jason Witten looking like Stone Cold Steve Austin says Gohan with Down syndrome. Back to Twitter world we go. Kevon Johnson. Oh, my Lord. Kevon Johnson says, just put us in the death note. Please, I can't take it anymore. We're losing to Mitch. I'm not a bitch Trubisky. Matt says, work your magic on this one. And he sent me the clip of Spice Adams. It's going to be in the commentary tomorrow. Brandon Chewy Black, just saying it's pronounced Worcester. Worcester. And no, I don't think why got so many extra letters in there. Okay. All right. Oh, my Lord in heaven. Ultra Instinct puts $4.99 on it. Great commentary. Go to Adonis. Can't wait for Monday. That wasn't intentional grounding. He was in grass. They called it a sack. Okay, thank you very much. And K Amino 24 puts 5 on it. Says you're the best sports commentator on YouTube and better than most professionals. Also, this the last time I picked them boys to win. You absolutely right. Andre the Truth, what's going on? How's it going? Makai Brown, does he not read the chat? Well, I'm reading your comments, so I guess you could say I am. Here we go. Amir says in Hot Mic, somebody stole Jason Witten's Ben Gay. You damn right. 2nd and 7 from the 50-yard line. For Mitch Trubisky, putting David Montgomery in motion, hands the ball off to David Montgomery. He's going to be stopped for a gain of nothing. Taken down by Quinn. Josh says, will you post more of your stand-up to YouTube? Absolutely. I definitely plan to. It's never going to be the full set because obviously I have some material that I'm working out. So I want to at least upload it at a time in which I feel as if I broke more ceilings with that particular material. All right. The rush yards on the day, the Cowboys have ran for 84, but the Bears have ran for 181. 3rd and 9, 11:33 left to play. Trubisky takes the snap, going deep, taking that shot, incomplete. They're going to be forced to punt. The Bears do not extend their lead. It stays at 17. SMEX KB for life says, what's the score? Currently, we're sitting at 31-14, 11:28 left to play, 4th and 7. The Cowboys getting the football back. Thus far, the story of the game, the Cowboys scored on their opening possession, 17 plays, 75 yards, 8 minutes and 57 seconds, only to see the Bears come right back down the field, throw an INT, score on their next possession. Then, after taking the lead, they scored 24 unanswered points. The Cowboys answered. They have taken the football away from the Chicago Bears on 2 different occasions. One INT in the first quarter and then a fumble recovery in the third. They were able to find the touchdown 2 times. Both of their scores because of Ezekiel Elliott short yardage runs. But can they get down the field and put quick drives together? Moises Lugardo puts $4.99 on it. Says can't spell Dallas without back-to-back L's. They're about to get misspelled with 3 L's. I think they lost 3 in a row already. But whatever the case may be, woo, Dallas got a ton of L's tonight, man. Taking a ton of L's tonight. Here we go. I'm waiting for the return of the Mac. I feel like it's coming again. Q Harlan says, keep up the good work, sir. Without question, I definitely intend to. Jamal says, Jerry Jones is going to fire Jason and replace him with the black cat that helped Dallas beat the Giants. Ha. Not sure if the cat can put on that headset. They got to grab it first. Gary Solomon says, thoughts on the XFL? I'm excited for it. I just hope it's not like the XFL in 2001. I hope they go out there and they play good football. The AAF through 3 weeks actually played decent football. But then when you got to week 4 through week 8, when they finally had that last week, you saw why these individuals weren't in the NFL. So for the XFL, first and foremost, their production, I know their production will be on point. Because when it comes to production, Vince McMahon is one of the best in the game. My only concern is the players on the field. They have to put out a product that is at least somewhat that resembles what you see in the NFL. Guys may not be as good, but damn it, they got to know their alignment, their assignment, their responsibility. You can't just be out there, people getting overthrown left and right. You got quarterbacks ending games consistently with 180 passing yards. You got one team blowing everybody else out. There has to be some sort of competition, and because nobody knows anybody, or I should say nobody knows any of these teams, and the teams have no history, you have a clean slate to paint the canvas. So people have an opportunity to really make a name for themselves, and the organizations have no sort of history, so there's no brand loyalty. You're now recruiting people to tune into your, not only tune into your product, but then become fans of the teams. All right, so I think it's a magnificent sort of opportunity, and I'm excited for it, man. I'm excited for it. 1st and 10 from the 7-yard line. Dak Prescott, handoff to Ezekiel Elliott. He's going nowhere fast. Loss of 2. Most likely they're going to mark him at the 4 or the 5, but most likely the 5. Edbis the sickest puts 2 on it. Shouts out to the Seattle Seahawks and the Dragons. Shout out to them. DJ TO2 puts $1.99 on it. Boys like a midget. Boys like a midget porn star, they coming up short. Dak connects with Old Man Witten, moving the chains. Back in my day, we used to play and kept the Bengay on the sideline. They used to call it Stickum. But now it's icy hot. When I get the ball in my hands, I need to make sure I rest my muscles. Dak takes the snap. Going down the field. Wide open is Amari Cooper. He catches it. He's going to be down at the 46. The Cowboys appear to be moving. Can they get something going? Down by 3 possessions. All right, 17. The score is currently 31-14. We have 10:05 left on the clock. First and 10 for the Cowboys from the 46. Can they take their receiver to the sperm? Can they take the receipt to the sperm back and get their comeback? Dak takes the snap, looking left, looks back towards his right, escaping towards his left, throws the football up. It's still in bounds. It goes out of bounds at the 28-yard line, incomplete. Not sure what he was looking for. Maybe it was a defensive holding, maybe a defensive illegal hands to the face, or possibly roughing the passer. Whatever the case was, it wasn't going anywhere. Amari Cooper has amassed over 1,000 receiving yards this season. His 4th time doing so. Joshua Mosley says, my pops is about to be participating in the Jeffrey Dahmer Challenge because of his Cowboys. Well, that's a little bit different. I would say that the Cowboys are in the Jeffrey Dahmer Challenge. You say your pops, that changes the conversation. Somebody check his closet. The pass is caught by Amari Cooper. Gain of 7, setting up 3rd and short. Chance Harris says, Joshua Mosley, you mean Hillary Clinton's going to hang him? Oh, my. Jeffrey Epstein Challenge in the chat room in Hot Mic. Here we go. The App Master says, yo, Adonis, you think the Rams could be a sneaky wild card team? No. I think Minnesota and the 49ers will hold as a wild card slots. Dak throwing it left, pass broken up. Great play by Tolliver. Getting the ball out of the hands of Tavon Austin. 4th and 4, and you got to believe this is 4-down territory. They cannot afford to punt this football back. Cooper could not get open. Old man Witten could not get open either. Randall Cobb could not get open. So they tried Tavon Austin, but the pass incomplete. We've got a trips bunch towards the left. Zeke in the backfield. Motion man is Amari Cooper. Here we go. I'd use the middle of the field. There's Zeke. Get the ball to Zeke. He throws it too short. It's incomplete. The ball going towards the ground. Cowboys fans, no. Why couldn't we convert on 4th down? We're supposed to beat them boys. What's going on? We don't want to lose. Then, here go the Bears taking care of business. Did somebody just slap Khalil Mack? Did I just miss? Am I crazy? Or did Khalil Mack just get slapped? I'm about to take a note. I'm about to put that in the commentary. Khalil Mack just got slapped, man. I think somebody slapped the hell out of Khalil Mack helmet. Khalil Mack slapped. 9 minutes. Let's just say 47 seconds. 4th quarter. I feel like Khalil Mack just got slapped, man. Ma Wallen. Mass Spec says Starback over Aikman, and it's not even close. Correct. I agree. I wouldn't. You know what? Yeah. I can't even say it's close. Starback was something. And just imagine if he didn't go to the Navy and played straight out of college. We would have had a larger sample size. Starback was something. He could Starback was something. He definitely take that Cowboys defense, the Cowboys offense of the 90s and win them 4 consecutive Super Bowls. Whether Jimmy Johnson was there or not. Electable Dane says, chances Dak gets a new contract after the season? Yes. Highest paid quarterback in the league? No. Top 5? No. He'll most likely deny the thing and probably try to test free agency. Dak is going to get paid, but it's not going to be as high as he wants it. I don't think they're going to give him that bread. Scott says the Rams schedule is way tougher. I guess there's in contrast of them having that conversation regarding the Rams can make it. Dominique Luther says, what do you think about OBJ leaving the Browns? I think it's highly plausible. I think it's highly plausible. Colton Sawyer says, what's the score? The score is 31-14 Bears. Thank you very much for sharing it, Willie Will. Sharetta Buford says, Dak looking like Tony Romo. Not necessarily. Dak out there looking like Dak. Tony Romo, for what it's worth, he was, not so clutch. Tony Romo would get you to the cusp and then flop. Candace Leach says, I step away and I come back here and Khalil Mack got slapped. I think one of his teammates slapped his helmet. I'm going to put it in the commentary. I got to find it. It was 9:09 on the clock. All right, I'll just correct that. 9:09, fourth quarter. Khalil Mack slap. False start on the Bears. MVP Nation puts $2 on it. The NFC East should be canceled. You ain't lying. Look at the remaining schedules. You can't tell me the Eagles don't have a more favorable record. Or I should say a more favorable, ending. They have 3 winnable games in the Giants twice and the Redskins. But you don't know what Eagles team is going to show up. Hand off to David Montgomery Burns. Bounce it back out. He's tackled after a gain of 5. Oh, my Lord. Charles Jackson says Cowboys should hire Urban Meyer. I don't know if he's going to come to the NFL. Then again, if he said he has, I didn't know that. Malachi says on Twitter, got to put this in the commentary video tomorrow. Jason Witten upset? Absolutely. Thank you for sending it to me because I was just going to put the timestamp. I'm about to put that in the commentary. Thank you very much. Handoff to Montgomery, pickup of 2, or possibly Tariq Cohen. Let me just make sure that I have that. And guys, if you have clips of games and you have Twitter, not only should you follow me on Twitter, but send me the clips there on Twitter too. If you see some on the sideline and you screen record it on your television or anything like that, or you see a clip that you would like to see in the commentary, send it to me on Twitter. I check the Twitter during the times when I'm recording the commentaries. During the week, it is somewhat hard because I do receive about 170, DM messages per day through all of social media. I get to all of them when I can. I know Instagram, I try not to go to sleep without responding to everything. Facebook, it takes a little bit of time. Twitter, I've gone weeks without being able to respond to Twitter before, but now I'm kind of more on it. But yeah, always feel free to send it. If you see a clip that you would like to see featured, send it to me. And then if I think it could stick, send it to me. I'll put it up in there. Oh, they got the NFL all-time team for the secondary. I did see they had some names that were listed. Defensive backs and special teams. I'll tell you this much. They got Billy White Shoes Johnson nominated, and they don't got Joshua Cribbs. I have a problem with that. I know Billy White Shoes Johnson was a pioneer, but damn it, Joshua Cribbs needs to be on that list. And I saw on Instagram he voiced his displeasure, and he's absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. 3rd and 7. Trubisky takes the snap. Looking right. Drive is, oh my Lord. I was about to say drive was kept alive, but Anthony Miller's hands are just for decoration. Man's gloves are terrible. He couldn't catch a nun in a goddamn movie called The Sisters Act. He's on the sideline with hip hand to his hands. What was that? Miller, what was that? Good Lord. Candace Leach puts 2 on it. Might as well throw the Cowboys in the trash. You ain't lying. You are not lying. Slam Donkey says, can you add the Cartman yes on Mitch? Well, if I have the at the end of the game, usually I do get a shot of the teams. So I think I'm going to put Mitch. If I can't get him, I'll put him there. Samaj Rogers says the Eagles can finish 9-7 if they want to. They just need to put in the effort and show the fuck up. You're absolutely correct. I think the Eagles will end 8-8 and win the division. Antoine Too Nice says my boy Josh Cribbs is too nice. You're correct, he is. DJ T02 says sliding into the DMs. When is it coming back? It was supposed to come back on Monday. But then I think it was supposed to come back on Monday and then something happened. I've been saying for weeks I was supposed to come back with sliding into DMs. Now that I did a couple of other videos on Instagram, I see I'm not shadow banned anymore. Because I was shadow banned for a little bit. So I said, you know what? When I came back and I announced, I'm not shadow banned no more, they literally shadow banned me the next day. So I said, okay, I'm not going to do the sliding into DMs if they're going to shadow ban me again. because now they're going to shadow ban me and then low-key block me for reals and not tell me. 2nd and 7. Did I say for reals? Dak with a pass over the middle. Caught by Michael Gallup. Wide open. Gets out of bounds. Stops that clock. 7-Eleven on the clock. I went to 7-Eleven earlier today. I actually bought a coffee from there. I've never been a coffee guy. No, I'm lying. I bought French vanilla. It's French vanilla coffee, whatever the case may be. I went over there. He did not stop the clock. It's still rolling. But yeah. 7-Eleven, very underrated. I'm a big fan of 7-Eleven. If you ever were hungry and you only got $5 in your pocket, go to 7-Eleven. Get some taquitos. Very good deal. Keeps your heart, fills up your belly. And you can get a Slurpee or a drink for a low price. Dak over the middle, caught by Blake Jarwin. Pickup of 8. They are at the 50-yard line. 6:45 left to play. Still trailing 31-14. Both teams sitting at 6-6, desperately needing a win. But on the ground is a Chicago Bears defender. We go back to Mitch Trubisky's pass to Anthony Miller, and there's just a surefire drop. Ridiculous. You got to catch that football, man. You got to catch that football. Catherine says Hot Mike is the best. Thank you so much for tuning in, Catherine. Scott says, once again, this was easily the toughest decision today. Joe Buck or the Chiseled Adonis, tough indeed. I can only imagine how hard it was to make that decision. Brett Stutz. Is it Stutz? Is that how it's pronounced? I apologize if I butchered your last name, brother. Says, hey, Chisel, just got off work, my dude. I'm glad that you decided to take your off work time with me. I appreciate that. Dylan Anza says, 7-Eleven candy is expensive as hell. Well, I don't know. I don't buy 7-Eleven candy. Michael Kinder says the barbecue wings were good too. Indeed they were. There's the pass caught by Jarwin once again, but he's going to be down inbounds. The Cowboys not using any of their timeouts, as they shouldn't. 1st and 10, 6:15 left to play. Remember, the score is still 31-14. The Cowboys, which have shown an ineptitude, pardon me, almost had a freaking tongue twister, of being able to move the football all night long. Thus far, they've averaged 432 yards on the season. In fact, that's the best in the NFL. Tonight, only 271. Dak's pass left, ricocheted into the air, nearly intercepted by Tolliver II. Also wearing that deuce, holding it down in South Central. There's the brass breakup. His first mistake was throwing the ball to Jason Witten. 5:49 left to play. Rice says, this hot mic shit is what I needed. I can't stand regular commentators. I appreciate you for tuning in. If it's your first time stepping into Hold My Nugget Studios, do me a favor. Consider following. And anybody who is on Hot Mic right now, if you have not followed already, feel free to follow. We go live every Thursday night game and Monday night game. Pass over the middle, caught by Michael Gallup. He does not still have Butterfingers. Gets out of bounds at the 19. There's some laundry on the field. There's a flag that comes onto the field. It's being pointed from the Bears, saying that it is on the Cowboys. It seems there's a ton of confusion. Individuals not too sure what the flag is on. Look at the route here. Not sure. It's not man coverage. Kyle Fuller gets lost looking at the quarterback. There's Michael Gallup running towards his left, spins out of Tolliver's tackle, and there he goes out of bounds. I think there could have been the oh yes, it's going to be on Tavon Austin. Helmet to helmet block. That's going to be what would they categorize that? A 15-yard play is a personal foul. Absolutely. From the spot of the foul. There it is right there. Tavon Austin saying, I only weigh about 135 pounds. If I lower my shoulder, I'll tear my clavicle. So I need to put my helmet into somebody else's helmet in order to make a block. 5:37 left to play from the 38-yard line. Pardon me, the 37-yard line for them boys. 2nd and 2. There's Dak. Pass down the left hand or the right hand side. Ball goes nowhere, but does hit Tavon Austin in the face. You got to be kidding me. That ball ricocheted off the floor and then right off the face of Tavon Austin. The man was participating in No Nut November, but somehow took balls to the face. Whoa! Pause. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Here we go. 3rd and 2 for them boys. Dak sending Cooper in motion. Takes the snap, pass over the middle, caught by Cooper on Tolliver, moving the chains. One's got to wonder if the Bears are missing Prince Amukamara right now. 1st and 10, they're still down by 3 scores. It's 31-14, but there's a timeout that's going to be called here. Injury timeout. Another Bear is down. My cleats coming up this particular week, so be on the lookout for OBJ and Jarvis Landry's cleats. For some apparent reason, they have one of the best cleat games in the NFL. Unfortunately, the cleat games cannot translate in more W's, but still, here we are with 5:10 left to play in the game. The Cowboys trailing by 17, losers of 6 of their last 9. And I appreciate you so much, Rice, for following me on everything. That means a lot. And shout out to all 59 individuals in Hot Mic. Shout out to the 400 plus on YouTube. I appreciate you guys as Zeke picks up the first down. If you have not clicked the like button on YouTube, do me a favor, click that like button. If you're able to watch on Hot Mic, if you have an Apple iPhone, if you have an Android phone, pre-register for the Hot Mic app. Here is the link in the comment section here. If you have an iPhone, you can watch me live in sync on your television. If you're watching it on YouTube, there's a little bit of a delay. There's the pass from Dak going into the end zone, caught by Amari Cooper. Are the refs going to say his feet were down? I'm sure that they are. Indeed, he's participating in the 10 toes down challenge for the Cowboys touchdown. Amari exchanged Cooper with the TD, finally making his presence felt. Look at Tolliver, eyes in the backfield. Look at the toe game. Look at the toe game. You kidding me? Look at that catch. 1 toe, 2 toe, 5 toe, 2 feet. All kinds of, I don't know what the hell I just said. All kinds of feet being put inside of bounds from Armani Exchange Cooper for the Cowboys touchdown. And perhaps they may have life. Saddam Hussein's family is sending a fax over to Amari Cooper asking how did he get his feet down. Saddam Hussein could have used that help. Because, you know, he was too busy hanging out with his friends. But, of course, we ain't talking about that right now as the Cowboys cut their deficit to 10. But remember the last time that the Cowboys did cut their deficit to 10, we saw the Bears go back down the field, put a touchdown on the board, and extend it back to 17. Will the same thing happen? And ladies and gentlemen, we are live on the Hot Mic app, like I said before, the app that gives power to the creator, where you can listen to the creator of your choice, the commentator of your choice. The game may seem as if it's out of reach, but who the hell wants to listen to Joe Buck make it seem as if paint is drying during an exciting football game? All right, this man can watch Gale Sayers step onto the field as old as he is and run circles on defenses and make it seem as if he's watching competitive curling. What you're going to want to do is listen to a commentator who brings life to the game. That commentator live in Hold My Nugget Studios, the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual, the Chiseled Adonis. And when I get into my groove, nobody does it better. Here we are with 4:29 left to play. Cowboys trailing by 10. Are we sure they're going onside kick? The kick is squibbed over the middle. Fielded by Tariq Cohen. Blockers out in front. He gets away from one Cowboy. He goes out of bounds at the 37-yard line. And here we go. The Cowboys, with all 3 timeouts, desperately need a stop. Matt Nagy in 10 years. He was the Eagles interim head coaching intern. All right, then he became the Eagles coach's assistant, offensive coordinator, quality control, the Chiefs quarterbacks coach, the Chiefs offensive coordinator, and then became the Bears head coach. The man climbed up a ladder to get to where he is. Although he may have lost his hair, he needs a sponsorship from Rogaine Foam. James Benora puts $1 on it after the Cowboys score. But can he keep the Bears in the playoff race? Both teams sitting at 6-6. Handoff to David Montgomery Burns. Gain of absolutely nothing. Here we go. Charles Jackson saying to himself, I can't believe I didn't start Devontae Parker. Mass Spec said, why did he go out of bounds? On the kickoff? Well, I mean, Why not? There's nowhere else that he could possibly go. And the clock is going to stop anyway after the kickoff. So it makes sense to go out of bounds. If I was Tariq Cohen, I would have probably fought for extra yards, but at the same time, ball security holds precedence over everything else. You guys got a 10-point lead? Protect the ball, stupid. Here we go. Bunch formation, trips left. You got a motion man, that's the tight end. Handoff to David Montgomery Burns once again. He'd get tackled, pickup of no gain once again. The Cowboys are using their timeouts here. This is very bizarre. They started this play with 4:14. No time came off the clock whatsoever. In week 14, we got some exciting games, man. Saints 49ers, one of my games of the week. All right, Chiefs Patriots. That's the Chiefs. Oh, these are these Fox games? No, these are just the spotlight ones. All right, Chiefs and Patriots, Seahawks and Rams, Giants and Eagles. I don't know why the hell Giants and Eagles are listed in the exact same breath as those other three games. But 3rd and 9 situation. Mitch Trubisky, if I'm the Bears, what I'm going to do here is run the football. Hey, that's kind of a weird sort of check at the line. He used this to do an audible. Hey, yo, Michael Sam is watching like I always do that in my house. Although there's nothing wrong with that. Here we go. Mitch Trubisky takes the snap. Use your legs, Mitch. He dumps the ball off to his guy. Stay in bounds. Stay in bounds. Stay in bounds. Indeed, he does. Good football IQ. The Bears moving the chains. Cordero Patterson heavily stomping towards the camera, letting you know, well, you got to always open up your Dreadlocks Bible. You're going to pick up that first down. I don't need to be on the field, but my sheer presence here at the stadium makes sure that we're able to pick up the first down. And here we go. The Bears moving the chains. And suddenly, the fat lady is starting to warm up her pipes. I'm seeing the spider pig start to take a little bit of flight. There's some dust that is beginning to clear on the field. And it appears that the game may possibly be over for the Cowboys. But nothing is over until it is over. And the Cowboys use their timeout now. Huh. That's bizarre. Aristotle Pizarro says, what's going on, brother? How's your day going? Just tuned in. I appreciate you for tuning in, Aristotle. The day's been going very well. Very, very well. And I'm glad that you chose to choose your night hanging out at Hold My Nugget Studios. David Montgomery Burns going nowhere as they continue to clutch to get that ball out. Just protect the football. I'm not sure why the hell the Cowboys would go and call that timeout. Charity says, what if the Cowboys get a pick six? You know what? I do not see that happening because the Bears, realistically, now that the Cowboys have no timeouts, all they got to just do is run. All they literally have to do is run. They might not throw another pass attempt unless it's one of those check down safe sort of plays. Similar to what you saw to convert on 3rd down. Timothy Swinwell says, take the L out of Lover because it's over, brother. You're damn right. Brett Schultz says, I'm going to have a beer. You want one? Damn it, that'd be nice. I drank my last beer yesterday. There's David Montgomery Burns. He'd be taken down after a pickup of about 4. And clock continues to move. Now, judging by the equidistance between, or I should say the differential between the play clock and game clock, it's about 32 seconds as David Montgomery limps off of the field. But they can take this after 3rd down. They can take this all the way to the 2-minute warning with a 10-point lead. There's Jerry Jones clapping, giving the hand to Jason Garrett. Jerry Jones still staring at Garrett. This was before the game, but look how upset Garrett looks right now. Not having a good time. Here we go. Trubisky's most likely going to take the running back draw to Cohen. They're going to use their timeout. They elapsed all of their time. And they called their timeout. They only got 1 remaining with 2:29 left to play. The Wolfman puts 2 on and says, how long will Garrett keep his job after this? Honestly, I think Jason Garrett will finish the season and then that's it. His contract is up at the end of the season. So remember that, folks. They don't have to fire him. They don't really have to fire him. Let him ride out the season, and then after that, just don't re-sign him. Go look for another coach. Samaj Rogers says, now all Philly needs to do is win on Monday at home. If they win on Monday at home, they'll still be behind Dallas because the first time that they played each other, Dallas defeated them. But Philly sees Dallas in 2 weeks, so it's up to Philly to take care of business. If they fall to Dallas again, it's over. Dallas has the division because they play each other with only one game left in Week 17. They play in Week 16, but in Week 17 it'll be clipped. The Eagles need to beat Dallas. That game has to be circled. To hell with whatever happens in the next weeks. All right? Well, it is important because you can't be sitting at 5-8 or 5-9 and go and try to play against Dallas thinking that, oh, if we win this game, we'll win. No. But we're going to the 2-minute warning. Oh, boy, you see Khalil Mack putting those gloves on. And did you see how he picked up his helmet? He palmed the top of his helmet. That's a grown man. He about to make a play. I'm about to start Return of the Mac. I gotta figure out what key I want to sing. Cause damn it, I know that Return of the Mac is fixing to happen. All right. K Amino 24 says I would fire him just to send a message. I agree with you. I absolutely agree with you. But if Jerry Jones wanted to send a message, he would have sent it after those 3 consecutive 8-8 seasons. That's when he would have did it. Here we go. Charity, I saw you saw or fumble. Yeah, correct. That's what they were trying to get, was forced to fumble, but it didn't end up happening. All right. Here we go. Game pretty much it's not out of reach. There still is a chance. But the Cowboys just got to play to the best of their ability in this final 2 minutes. Tensions are high. They need a good return here. They fumble. If they can't field this kick, game is over. Let me just help you understand that. If the Cowboys they desperately need to score and get an onside kick in order to win. If the Bears if they get the ball back at all, the game is over. Fielded at the 11-yard line. 89 yards to go for Dallas. They're going to field it at the 10. 90 yards to go for Dallas. Game on the line for Dak Prescott. On the day, Dak is 21 for 41, 257, 1 TD, 79 passer rating. But Mitch Trubisky, 23 for 31, 244, 3 TDs, 1 INT, and a 115 passer rating. And you cannot forget his 1 rush touchdown to boot. 615, random GOAT puts 2 on it, says, don't forget about the Raiders. They can still get in. Yes, they can, but we're talking about the NFC right now. Okay, put a 1 in the chat room if you think the game is over. Put a 2 if you think the Cowboys fixing to come back. Michael Gallup with the catch. He's tackled. They're going to keep the clock moving. He's going to be down at the 28-yard line. Here we go. Amanda Weekly puts $4.99 on it. Says, can you give my husband a shout out? His name's Rick. His health isn't real good. He's been a huge fan since 2017. It would make his day. Well, first and foremost to Rick, shout out to you. I appreciate you for watching my videos. Truly does mean a lot. Whatever sort of sickness you're going through, I hope that you're able to get through it. If it's not a sickness, and you know what, and it could be a mental sort of thing that's weighing on you, brother, I hope you're able to pull through. It all starts up here. It's all your mindset. You cannot allow yourself to succumb to whatever's going wrong in life. You got to keep fighting through. Never quit. Never say die. 2nd and 2. Dak takes the snap. Rolling right. Throws the ball into the dirt. Intended for Randall Cobb. 55 seconds left to play. 31-21 in favor of the Bears in Soldier Field. 3rd and 2 coming up for Kellen Moore and Dak Prescott in that Dallas offense. Chuck Pagano calling all of the shots. Did a very good job thus far. There's the shot of Prince Amukamara on the sideline. He's got braids now. Who the hell let that happen? But still, here we go. Game on the line over the course of the next 2 plays. If you're just now tuning in, there's no way this is not a 4-down territory. It needs to be. Pass over the middle, caught by Witten. He's holding on to the football, chugging those feet for too long. Where's the sense of urgency? You got stopped inside of the bounds. You need to get a spike here. Spike the football here. No, this is all right. They're not going to do so. Dak takes the snap, looking left. He's got Witten. Does he get out of bounds? Yes, he does. That's going to stop the clock, and the old man is down. He's slow to get up. He's participating in the Jim Brown Challenge. Take a look at everybody who was out tonight for the Bears. Taylor Gabriel, all right, Akeem Hicks, all right, Danny Trevathan, Pritchard Mukamara. Those are the notable names, all right. Their tight end and their tackle were gone as well, but still they were able to prevail and play good football. Jason Witten must have just been back up on his feet. I don't necessarily see him, though. Dak looking left. He's got Blake Jarwin moving the chains, and he gets out of bounds. 27 seconds left to play. I'm seeing nothing but ones. It looks like a bunch of people are saying, take the L out of Lover. It's over, brother. Victor Salazar says, crank up the music. Club Dub is in. Club Dub is here. You're damn right. It seems like Club Dub is coming, and they about to start playing real quick. Let's see what's happening. Dak takes the snap. He's got time. Going deep. He's got a man. The pass is not caught. Not caught. Incomplete. The old I'm on the floor. Wilson is down. There's no timeouts left. Oh, my Lord in heaven. What a dart by Dak. The old out and up. What a pass. That should have been caught. But look at how the leg sticks into the turf. Oh, no, a hyperextended knee. That's a hyperextended knee. That should have been a catch by Wilson. But he's not going to be on the sideline asking himself what happened to his hands. He's on the floor asking what happened to my knee. But he will be, the Cowboys faithful on the sideline asking him why the hell he couldn't catch that football. Damn it, why the hell, why don't we do it? What happened to my hands? Cedric Wilson. I haven't heard that name since, no. What, was it Cedric Wilson? The old Pittsburgh receiver for the Steelers back in 2005. But good Lord in heaven, man, that's definitely a hyperextension. I hope it's nothing too serious. He should be able to bounce back. Good Lord, look at the hat on that guy on the right side of your screen. That's a great hat. I need that in my life. But I think this is going to be a tough injury. Hopefully this doesn't require some sort of runoff of time. That's definitely a hyperextension. I felt that before. Does not feel good. 20 seconds remaining. 31-21 lead. That is definitely his knee. His left knee hyperextension. He is down. No, Scorpion King. The Cedric Benson was a running back. I'm saying Cedric Wilson. He was a receiver. Here we go. Oh, come on, Scott. Said Derrick Rose felt that. That ain't right. Hit the Peter Griffin. Oh, Lord. Percy Femer says, Cedric Benson, I cried when he passed. It was really unfortunate when Cedric Benson passed away, man. Especially when you see it's football players that you grew up watching. That always sucks. And speaking of players that passed away, George Atkinson, Raiders Nation, his son, his second twin son committed suicide and took his own life. And my condolences out to George Atkinson's family. Both of his twin sons, both that played in the NFL, both passed to suicide. So, ladies and gentlemen, mental illness is no joke. Pass caught over the middle by Randall Cobb. He gets out of bounds, keeps the clock stopped. 12 seconds left to play. They're going to be inside the 15. But if you're going through something mentally and you have some mental illness that you're battling, listen, always understand there is light on the other side. Never say die. You'll always be able to pull yourself out of it. If there's any sort of depression, you have to be willing to stick the course. It sucks. Believe me, I know it sucks. But you have to believe you can pull yourself out of it. And my biggest condolences over to those two brothers who they were not able to fight through. 31-yard field goal for Brett Maher. He lines up. The kick is through the uprights, and it's good. 8 seconds left to play. Dallas desperately needs they desperately need onside recovery. Jerry Jones. Oh, wow. Justin P. says Jerry Jones finna execute Order 66 on Jason Garrett. Oh, man. Gonna call up Germa 66. Here we go. Oh, my Lord, here we go. Game on the line here. James Bonora puts $1 on it again. You are a man of your word. Oh, boy. Onside kicks. Brett Maher is 0 for 3. Can they participate in the Young Hoku Challenge? Can they participate in the Atlanta Challenge? Game on the line. There's the timeout from the Bears. If I was Brett Maher, I'd take a chance here. I'd still kick that ball and see if I could get it up. Ooh, kick that ball and see if you could get it up. All right, Viagra commercial. What's going on over here? But yeah, I would take a swing just to see if to get one rep in. Here we go. Here we go. For the game. Cowboys don't get the football back here. Game is done. Here we go. There's Brett Maher. There's the onside kick. He kicks it forward. It is recovered by the Bears. Game is done. Take the L out of Lover. It's over, brother. It don't matter if they went down there to try to get the football. It was clearly recovered by the Bears. There's stress over in Dallas. Upset they could not get the football back. Upset they could not get the job done. Miller falls right back on top of that football. Shows that his hands were just for decoration a couple drives ago, but not this particular time. Dallas falls for the 7th time in the past 10 games. They take out their Metro cards after this one kneel down. But good Lord in heaven, Dallas cannot find a way to win a football game. They come out with a great drive and simply can't finish. There's the kneel down. Game is done. Backflip from Cohen. Game over. And the Chicago Bears in the Windy City hold it down. They get back to over 500 with a 31-24 victory over them boys. And in Dallas right now, you're hearing Cowboys fans, no! I thought we were them boys. I thought we could make a comeback. I started to have a little bit of hope. What happened? We were supposed to be elite. We let Mitch Trubisky beat us, but we supposed to be them boys. We had Dak attacked. Zeke is back. Amari Cooper showed up. Even Jason Witten was out there. Why is he bald now? What happened to his hair? We had Tank Lawrence, Jalen Smith, Sean Lee, Byron Jones. We even had 2 turnovers, and we still found a way to lose. We supposed to be them boys. What's going on? We can't win the NFC East like this. But if the Eagles lose, that means that we back to square one. As long as the Eagles keep losing, I'm not going to say nothing, because that means we get an invitation to the dance. If we get an invitation to the dance, that means that we going to the playoff. If we go into the playoff, we have an opportunity to go to the Super Bowl. If we go to the playoff, the only way we get there is winning the division. So that means we NFC East champion. Then when we get to the playoff, we not going to lose no game. It don't matter if we suck in the regular season. It matter if we get to the postseason, we turn it around. If we go to the postseason, we win 4 games. That means we Super Bowl champ. And then when we Super Bowl champ, we get 6 rings, 6 rings, 6 rings, 6 rings, 6 rings, 6 rings, 6 rings. We them boys. It don't matter what happened now. We never gonna lose from this point forward. We going back to the Super Bowl. That's exactly what you're hearing in Dallas right now. They have lost. They are feeling like trash, but somehow they're still confident they're gonna make it to the Super Bowl. James Menorah puts $2 on it. Says, I'd rather have a team of Nick Folks. God damn. Aaron Sherwood puts $1.99 on it. Can we have SpongeBob while doing? Can we have SpongeBob do the whole commentary, please? Well, that is that's doubtful. Not sure if that's gonna happen. But Samaj, I'm trying to breathe now. Trying to breathe now. But doggone it, the Dallas Cowboys taking out their Metro cards, and soon enough, if the Eagles take care of business, they might just be headed to Elimination Station, and they getting aboard that L train. Is it backwards? Is it backwards? I think it's backwards. I want to do it again. They're taking out their Metro cards, and they're getting the ball. The L train. That's for you, Dallas. Everybody in Dallas can't take care of business. Losers of 7 of their last 10. Absolute garbage. Cannot play good football. Garbage once again. Disappointment. Terrible. And shout out to everybody who tuned in on the stream. I truly do appreciate you guys. I have to get myself a drink. But this has been another successful stream live in Hold My Nugget Studios. But before we do the closing, you know we got to give the shout out to everybody who tuned into the stream. All right. First and foremost, let's go over to Twitter World and give the shout out to the individuals out there, because right now in Chicago, or I should say in Club Dub, you know what they doing? They getting they sexy on. Why? They dancing. They dancing. They dancing over there. Celebrating Club Dub. Celebrating Club Dub. It's celebration in Club Dub. It's everybody in Chicago's shoulders are not lying. Here's Shakira challenge. Their hips cannot lie. Nobody's hips are habitual liars. It's once again a successful stream on Hot Mic. Club Dub is firing on all cylinders. Expect to see and hear the song tomorrow. Celebration for the damn Bears. Shout out to everybody who tuned in on Hot Mic. CJ Lloyd, Anthony Penaloza, Dominius, I'm sorry for butchering your name, Robert Perez, Q Harlan, Bitter Samurai, James Smith, Charlie Brown, Amir Singh, Pat Flores, Just Chris, David Rattler, Hoodie Zay, Mark Ackerman, Malachi, Jamal, Brandon Chewy Black, Kevon Jackson, Matt, John Rubbles, Nobody Important, Treyway, King Oriz, Desmond Edmond as always, Colby, World's Greatest Grandma, I think there's one more, Champagne Kennedy, and Gap Tooth's Assassin. I appreciate every single one of you guys for tuning in on Hot Mic. Tuning in on Hot Mic and also on Twitter. Everybody on Hot Mic. All right, Jordan Murray. Bernardo Phyllis. Phyllis Ami? I think I pronounced your name terribly. I'm sorry about that. Jordan Murray. Brian. Kareem. Sean. Hunter. Apex. Chris J. Justin P, Joseph, Mendy, every single one of you guys. I appreciate you guys for rocking with me. We averaged about like 60 in the room the entire time. So I appreciate you guys. We're slowly, increasing, slowly but surely. We'll get to as high as we need to be. Or continue to be the number one guy, number one team, number one family here on Hot Mic. Thank you to every single one of you guys who tuned in. On YouTube, Chris McCoy, It's Just Vaughn, In Games We Play, Candace Leach, Toast, The App Master, Gary Solomon, Michael Kinder, 8642 MCD, Apprentice Baker, Alex Barron, Sean Clay, Deshaun Walker, Dylan and Hot Mic, Razzlepuss, Charles Jackson as always, Trent Bonner, Squire Simpson, Miles Cormier, Zim85, Ultra Instinct, Mordecai, Anthony Pierce, Steven Gonzalez, Hobo Steve, all right, John Connor, Toby J, every single one of you guys tuning in all the time, Scorpion King 116, Life of T-Rex, Toast again, Timothy Swindwell, I appreciate you, everybody who tuned in, Don Wayne, everybody who donated to the stream, Percy Femur, Willie Will. Did I say Dylan? I'll say Dylan again, and Charles Jackson if I did not say your names. I'm sorry about that. Aristotle, you came in late, but damn it, you showed up anyway, and I appreciate you for that. James Keys, Tevin PA 9551, as always, brother, you've been rocking with me for years. I appreciate you. Tomcat M16, In Games We Play, Slam Donkey. Brett Stoltz, Raccoon King, Chino Cinco, 6', 6'15", random goat. Jaron Johnson, I appreciate you, brother. Andre the Truth. Wesley Lowe, Desmond Edmond again. All right, every single one of you guys constantly tuning in to the streams. I truly do appreciate you guys. I do it for you guys. I do it for me too, but damn it, it's so much more fun being able to hang out and watch the game with other people who truly do enjoy football and enjoy the jokes too as the Bears get back to 500. Akira Coops, EPM, EMP, RROJ, 7 rings this season. Who knows? We'll see. Very, very entertaining game, down to the wire. Not really. Fourth Hokage, shout out to you. All right, Lightning Ginger in the building. The eccentric Des, Alvin Johnson. I appreciate every single one of you guys for rocking with me. Tommy Griffin Jr. I think that does it for pretty much everybody. Neek on Twitter as well. I apologize. Steno, Danny, Big Sexy, thank you so much for tuning in. Guys, I appreciate you guys. Robert V, Kenny D, 1-1, Bro Day. 1-1. Bernard Myers the third. I appreciate you guys, man. Jesus Valdez, Deshaun Walker, thank you so much for tuning in. Ryan Clear, thank you so much. Marquise Jackson, King Kush. And I think there's one other name. Eric Jeep. There we go. There's another name that I did not see. All right, but ladies and gentlemen, this has been your 2019 NFL Week 14 Thursday Night Football Divine Magician. Commentary, or let me start from the top. All right, and Squire Simpson. Okay, let's close. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been your 2019 NFL Week 14 game highlight commentary. Thursday Night Football, in which we saw the Chicago Bears take down the Dallas Cowboys 31-24 in the Windy City, in Soldier Field, in Chicago, and get back to 500. And we've seen the Cowboys slip underneath 500, where they're currently sitting at 6-7, live in Hold My Nugget Studios and on Hot Mic. And I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I have been your host, your commentator, your favorite one of the day. Thank you so much, Kevlock and Lee Houston, for tuning in. And I am the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual, the Chiseled Adonis. You guys have yourself a magnificent night. Stay tuned tomorrow. Commentary being released 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll see you guys then. Once again, thanks for tuning in. Have yourself a good night. We'll be right back here in Hold My Nugget Studios live Monday night as the Giants travel to take on the Eagles. Stay tuned.